Carbon.
Hey.
Dryzen.
Hello.
Emil.
Hello.
Nana. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome back to this week's session. We are gonna open up with a little recap what happened yesterday. Try to keep everything in character and everything. The adventuring group of Nova Mastra, you guys, ventured to Daxio after rescuing some shape-shifting tribe people that were cornered by Sarah after you had entrapped her in the old man Wexstaff. You dropped them off and then made your way to Daxio, where you released Sarah from the gym via a spell combination of Alpheus and Lariza. Were able to enter Sarah's mind. You guys were able to enter Sarah's mind, where you met Kaz Cthulhu, who had taken possession over Sarah, letting her feel emotions, that being what her only request was upon being consumed by him. He gave you guys a puzzle, and in return, if you failed, you would forfeit your souls to him. A puzzle involving Sarah Fortune's past, and have to piece it all together. Upon entering, you found out Sarah has had a very rough and dark past, and saw where her emotions twisted so much that they snapped. In this tale, she murdered her father, met a prince, fell in love, had hope, found trust, became lustful, and experienced jealousy. You pieced them all together and were asked if you wished to change anything in her mind. The party collectively agreed not to, and you were left with Sarah Fortune whole again, as Kaz vanished without a trace. You are all pushed out of this space, back into the war room with the rest of your comrades. Sarah's eyes flickering, looking up at you all, confused and looking a little panicked. Torin still holding her back. Lariza and Alpheus are damp with sweat from maintaining the spell for so long. Driscoll rushes to Sarah's barely conscious self, just looking into her eyes as if looking for any trace of evil that had once been inside of her. He begins casting a spell as his hands make small runic circles in the air as a platinum light engulfs Sarah. Torin lets her go as she falls to her knees. She looks up at Driscoll, lunges into his chest with a hug, weeping and crying as the room is silent with nothing but her wailing moans of sadness. You guys are all back into your bodies. You guys feel a little groggy. I need you all to take an exhaustion point. And that's where we open up. You guys are in the war room, and you guys all feel very, very tired.
I feel very, very tired.
Nice. That's. There you go.
Smooth.
Miss Fortune, can you stop crying?
She just keeps crying. But she's just like sort of sobbing, and Driscoll is just like holding her and looking at everybody like with a shrug. She eventually sort of like after a few moments just sort of stops and looks around the room. What am I doing here?
That can wait. I have a lot of questions.
Who are you?
Wait, but we did sit.
Shh. I'm an adventurer. My name is Nananago. We were saving Lustominos, and simply we were on a mission to save you all. And I have to ask you about your memories. What do you remember?
She sort of just seems off-put. She's just sort of sitting there. I remember the apocalypse. Were we successful? Did we kill Asmodeus? Torin just goes, "Oh, yeah, we were successful." And she's like looking around the room as if she's looking for somebody.
I do have Bofur's necklace out. It's not underneath anything.
she just looks over at you guys and she looks real confused. Like there's a large section of time that's missing. And just goes like, maybe these questions can wait. And he says, do you need to rest? And that would be great. Fill me in later. Just goes sort of helps her up. And Alpheus and Louisa are just like staring at each other like, what the fuck? And Torrens just like grooming his beard with his meaty hand. And Driscoll, as he's leaving, gives you like a nod of like, thank you, Nana, for not going too in depth. And he exits the room with Sarah.
Well, not what I'd hoped would happen, but I guess it could be for the better that she doesn't know who I am.
Well, he did say that if he was gonna return. By the way, we met like a demon guy named Kuzcuzel in there, and so I started like telling him basically the deal.
Everything. They just like wide-eyed like shot, and they were, you know. Do you tell them like what happened inside, what you guys are doing?
I kind of, we say we fix it. We fixed the like the stuff or whatever. We had to like put her life together, and that he said he was going to put her back to when he first kind of influenced her, which I'm assuming was during the fight of the demons and stuff. So maybe that's why she doesn't remember.
They're just staring, and Caius sort of speaks up. Well, good job, I guess. This is a lot to take in. I did know about her past, so I'm sure that wasn't pleasant.
No, it wasn't. I saw you a lot, and I don't think it was weird. Anyways.
Me a lot?
No, we're not. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to see it again.
I'll use message on Caius and say there was a lot of things that were alternate paths that we saw and you were in them, and gross.
What?
he just like gives like a very slight eyebrow twitch as he's he's sending this message. I see. Well, do you guys have any more plans for the evening? I think I'm going to be well, I don't know what I'll be doing.
Well, you promised me dinner.
Alpheus kind of cuts you off. He's just like, I'm going to be watching her. Torrin? All right. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Louisa's just sort of sitting there, still shocked, just like with her hands out in front of her. That was a pretty cool spell. And Caius is like, we did promise you breakfast. Yes. Yes.
Did Driscoll ever, I don't know, say anything about Sarah's past to you guys?
She's been pretty open with most of us about what had happened to her in the past.
Which was what, again?
She has a hard time feeling any emotion. She's come to me with it before, but it hasn't done anything. We all know that she murdered her father, and that's pretty much partially the stuff that we know. She's never really known her mom for very long. Her dad was a drunk, abusive asshole. Pardon my language, Eldath.
No Nazis.
But it was, she's lived a very hard life. She seems okay. I think we're gonna keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I think that'd be best.
And I'm gonna run out of the room and go to my mom.
Okay, so you want to go find your mom?
Yeah, because things are clicking together now, and I don't want to leave her alone.
Anybody else doing anything?
I want to stay with Louisa.
Torin comes over to you, Kyber, and says, "You know, before I get on watch duty all night, you did promise me a drink."
Shall we?
And he just sort of opens the door and gestures for you to go.
Oh yeah, I'm doing this.
You guys are also invited if you want to come, but I'm pretty sure we'll both drink you under the table. And he just walks out the door after you.
Oh boy.
You should go, Roger. I think I'll be okay for a little bit, at least for the rest of the night, right?
He gives just a sideways glance towards Caius and says, yeah, I think so. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. It's been a while since I've been able to have a drink. I guess I'll meet up with you guys later.
Alright, don't get too drunk.
He just gives one of those very heartfelt Roger smiles. His teeth sort of poking out of his lower lip. And he exits the room. Alpheus comes over to you, Beja, and says, "Do you want to help me write this new spell we just did down? Because it's going to take a little while."
Sure, I can help out, but I have one question. Do you think Sarah's thing is the same as mine?
The same as...
Like this all happened when she opened the book.
I am beginning to theorize so. Are you still feeling urges? It's been a while since we've talked about that.
Well, I mean, he's kind of stayed out of things, but I do owe him a few favors.
He just looks at you curiously. Let's go write down that spell, huh?
Okay.
And he sort of exits the room, and like while he just keeps like talking and babbling to himself as you guys are off to wherever you're going. That's just left is Larisa and Argyle. Caius left with Emil. Dryzen is also there. You guys are just in the room. Larisa just still like stunned on the ground.
I'm gonna go see if I can catch up with Roger. Yeah. And I just like very awkwardly leave and try to catch up with Roger.
Okay, you do so. As Argyle leaves, you see Larisa just collapse on the floor and just go,
Are you okay?
I'm tired. That was a big spell. Whew. And now I don't know, I feel like it's all starting to get better.
Maybe you should go rest.
She just looks up. She's like, "What do you like to do? Do you want to do something?"
What do you like to do? I don't really have favorite things.
Well, I like going to the Temple District, looking over all the sorts of people that are there. Man, what do I do for fun these days? It's all stress. Ooh, we could do something that Boffer used to teach me.
What's that?
We could go... Here, I'll show you. And she just sort of leads you out the door.
All right.
Okay. I think we're going to start with Nana, because Nana stepped up first. Nana, before too long, you're able to... enter the room, and your mom is sort of just like reading a book tableside while your little brother is sort of like cooing in this bed and trying to do like that thing babies do to build like their neck strength, is like laying on his belly and just trying to like exist because he's a little baby. but he's just cooing happily, and your mom's like reading a book. She seems to be very, very well dressed right now, which is opposed to how you've been recently seeing her after just having a child and being sort of up all the time. She looks very composed and back to her normal self, just for reading a very large book or tome. She doesn't see you enter.
Whew.
Oh. Hi.
Hi, Mother.
You seem
know-
stressed.
Yeah, you know Sarah, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. She's
I've heard all about it. Your father told me with one of his spells. He told me you'd probably be coming. And she sort of pats one of the chairs right next to her.
I close the door and I go sit by her and I just slump in the chair because I'm exhausted.
She puts a little, like a quill inside the page where she was at. She places the book down, and she just sort of like one leg over the other turns to you with a very warm, inviting smile to her face. No, tell me all about it.
She said a lot of things about me. And I know that she didn't say them, but well, when you've been with a woman for years and you start to like her and she just goes right for your heart, it doesn't quite feel too good.
Did what she say hurt you?
I guess. I don't know. She wasn't entirely wrong. But, and like, she kind of sits up. She was wrong about Carbon. I mean, I know that before I never knew what love was, but now I do. How could she say that about me?
She takes one of like the crystalline like glasses that is like held bedside of it looks like a very strong elven wine, and she pours a cup for herself, and then she motions like, "Do you want one?"
No, I'm fine.
She takes a sip of it and she just says, well, I think that when people are trying to get inside your head, they say whatever they want. It's kind of how politics work too.
I was never really good with politics. I'm just a musician.
Nobody's ever really good at politics. She sort of chuckles a little bit. I think you're right. If that's how you feel, then you shouldn't let what she said bother you. You know who you are, and you know how you feel. No one else does.
I guess you're right. But she doesn't remember anything anymore. Which, I mean, not anything. She knows what happened during their time. But she doesn't remember me. Which is very concerning because I might also not entirely remember my time with her.
She gives you a curious look. What do you mean? When you ran away?
Yes, there are pieces there, but it's like it's not all there. And I was hoping that if I could talk to her, I could finally know what's missing, but she doesn't remember anything from our time. So I guess I just have a hole there.
I can set you up a date with a cleric. They could look in to see if they could help you.
You don't have to trouble yourself.
It's no trouble.
I would very much like to know what's gone, just so I know that that thing isn't inside me as well.
She gives a nod and she says, I will set a date for tomorrow. Just show up at the Temple of Bahamut and I'll get you in there and she can look at you.
Okay. I'm very tired. And I don't want to leave you alone, so I'm just gonna. And she like gets up and just falls on the floor.
Okay. Your mom sort of like, you hear her stifle a chuckle, and then she goes back to reading her book, and it's very nice. You fall asleep almost instantly. It's been a real rough day. Just like your mind is just gone. Gosh, we'll go with let's see. We'll do Caius and Emil because we'll do like the ones that are only 2 people first.
Okay.
So he said he was going to take you to the boar
Yes.
boar place. Do you want to change as you're like walking there? Do you want to change? Do you want to go somewhere?
Yes, I went. Actually, instead of having to pay for something, why don't we make dinner? Unless you're not very good at cooking.
I'm going to be honest. I'm very bad at it. That was more my family's thing. They were very good at baking.
So there is something you're bad at.
Yes, Emil. I am bad at a lot of things. It just doesn't come off that way.
Name something else you're bad at.
Being a father?
Okay, maybe not such a obvious downer there, but let's try something else.
You asked. He smiles really big.
Alright.
I like it. I have about the same amount of cooking sense as my mother. And I guess that's about it so far.
Let's never say that in front of her.
No, I don't want to die, and I do wish to live for a few more years. So,
We could go.
where do we cook? Do we just break into the castle's kitchen?
I say yes.
As I don't own a place here.
I know where one of my friends live, but I don't think he has a kitchen.
Okay.
I say we ask. Let's go. I know we
Then
just
storm the
walked.
kitchen.
Yeah. Yes. You got to
Right.
take the utensils with hip, which I forget what they are. Wait, heart, imagination, and passion.
You've been talking to Joel, haven't you?
I pull out my chef hat. Maybe.
Ah, okay. Well, at least you're passionate about something. Let's go. I'm sure that they'll just move aside, right?
Okay. I guess out of use to doing this to Roger, I'll try like hop on his back.
He just very weirded out by it, but he accepts it. At first, he just
sorry.
sort of like it's like, no, and shall we? And he just carries you up the steps or down the steps of the castle directly into the main corridor, down into the kitchen quarters. You see a bunch of people very busy at work, very busy making like food for all these refugees and all this other stuff, running around. They see both of you and they're like, you can't be in here. This like little halfling man sort of comes up to you both, and Caius just says, well, I would really appreciate it if we could be. We could be because I'm going to learn how to cook, and I've got a genuine hero with me. And he's like pointing towards you.
Hello, I'm the genuine hero.
Alright, Caius is gonna make a persuasion check. Something Caius is incredibly bad at.
Could I?
How are you insisting him?
Uh,
With a boyish smile?
my boy smiles like, I promise we won't make a mess. We'll clean everything up, and you can even have a taste of anything tasty we make. That came out wrong.
Alright, Kais is gonna... He's gonna roll charisma. Wow, natural 19 is the first roll. 7 is the... The halfling guy just sort of folds his arms. Ugh, you know what? Fine, but just clean up after you're done.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Kais just... He's like, well, that was much easier than I thought. Alright. And he lets you off his shoulders. Show me what to do.
Alright, first, wash your hands. I don't know what you've been touching, and you smell kind of fishy.
I have been in a crystal and working for a man named the Black Hand.
That's no
So I
excuse.
assume it's been... Okay, yes, chef. Yes, chef. He goes and washes his hands. Alright. He's like, hands are still dripping wet. Okay.
Okay, let's see. What are your strong suits? I guess you're good with a dagger. Okay with a bow.
Sure.
So, we'll put you on cutting duty.
I think I can do that. What am I cutting?
Well, we have to decide what we're gonna eat.
What do you want to eat?
Let's make some pot roast.
Yeah, that's a big meal. Okay, sure. He's just sort of like blown aback, like he can make that, and he's just sort of going by your instructions as you guys go through this. Give me your cooking roll, which I think we did performance for, right? So give me a performance check.
His performance.
Yeah. Yes, you're proficient in cooking. That's from your time with Joel. Okay, 25. So, you're able to coach him enough to where it's not going to taste awful, it's going to taste pretty good. He does blunder a couple things, like he drops utensils on the ground. And at one point, he's like trying to put salt into something, but it's actually flour. Or not flour, I'm so sorry, sugar. And it's a little bit of a chore to babysit Caius as he's trying to cook, but you really have truly found the one thing he's not good at. And as you're sort of like going through this, you can tell he probably gets it from his mom. But you guys have a very nice meal prepared on this little island in the middle of this very large kitchen in the center of the kitchen of Daxio. And people are like working around you and everything's kind of loud and everything. But yeah, you guys have your meal. You guys are just sitting across from each other at this island countertop. The halfling guy comes over and says, "Oh, you promised I'd have a bite," and he just takes one of the pieces off your plate and eats it.
Do you want wine or ale or something?
No, I'm not much of a drinker.
Yeah, it kind of tastes really gross.
What? You've just so like, what?
It was for the good of the team.
I'll have to talk to your team. I'm just kidding, Emil. It's fine.
Well, no, but yes.
And yeah, you guys have a very nice evening.
I would like to, can I guess ask for a favor?
Ask.
So, my family's in Wakefield, and I don't want them there, but I don't think I can get there right away. Do you think maybe you can go instead of me?
I can.
Wait, did you say yes?
What are you saying? It's sort of loud in here.
can you go to Wakefield and get my mom and my grandpa out of there and take them somewhere else? I don't know.
I can try if you give me the details. Sure, I don't see why not.
Okay, so they're under the safety quotation of Alistar the Devil, and just don't make any deals or anything.
But that was a lot to. You should probably lead with that information before pitting me against some sort of devil man.
I mean, he's friends with Beja, but I don't know if there's any resilience. I just don't want them to be there, being run by devils and stuff.
Sure, I'll leave right now. And he sort of gets out of his chair. Thanks for the meal, Emil. And he says, I guess I'll see you soon.
Yeah, and if you have any trouble, just let us know and we'll save you again.
Yeah, I'll let you know where I take them.
Okay. I'm gonna run up and give him a hug.
He sort of catches me as he's about to walk out. Give me an insight check.
Seven.
Hard to read, but he puts his hand on your back, and he says, "Yeah, I'll let you know where I'm going to end up with him.
Okay.
Wish me luck."
You don't need luck.
He walks out.
And scene.
Yep. Okay, next up, we're going to do Dryzen and Lariza. Dryzen and Lariza is sort of taking you through the streets into, just through the streets, through the Temple District. She's sort of pointing and everything. Give me a perception check as you're walking through the Temple District.
21.
So, I should probably find the name of it so I don't fuck it up. Oh, here we go. The door to Tomorrow Temple is gone. It's just gone.
Do you know why that door is gone from the Tomorrow Temple?
She just looks at you. What?
I'll point it out.
What do you, that building over there? What you said?
Yeah.
But the only temples here are Eldath, Ayun, Bahamut, and Pelor.
But there was a temple there before.
No, there's only these ones here. Those are the ones that have always been here. Anyways, come on. And she starts leading you further through the city.
Where are we going?
We're going up that tower, and she points to this tower. Clear, it's this large one of the guard tower things.
Why?
But it looks a little run down, and she's like, "I'll show you." And she brings you all the way up there. There's a long trek. You finally get up there, and she says, "You're into nature stuff, right?"
Yeah.
Well, Beaufort used to say that right here is the best the city's connected to nature. And he taught me a couple things about it. And she just closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. And you see her casting the commune with nature spell.
I'll do it too.
Okay, you both just sort of have this nice moment up here. And it's just very nice. And for the first time since the wind disappeared, you just feel this gust of wind go past. And it's a little refreshing. It's nice to know that whatever you guys are doing is working. But yeah, there's like a large like handful of minutes that's just silence between you two, where it's like this meditative state. We're up there, and this tower is like abandoned. There's no guards really patrolling it, and it's high enough where you can see like the entire city, and it's a very nice view. The whole city is a very pretty place.
Do I learn anything around?
Mostly just that the wind is coming back slowly. Nothing really super fancy. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
I'm so good at those. 16.
16. Oh, okay. Tries and go to whispers. Oh, where's Discord at? There it is. Okay, yeah, go to whispers.
We all still have a point of exhaustion, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we've all been rolling with disadvantage on our ability checks.
I don't think so.
Don't bring it up.
Don't know.
I was thinking about that for my thing in case it came up, but I
Yeah.
forgot to think about other people doing it.
This is not mention anything. Because like, I saw a tab open on my thing and I was like, oh, what's this? And I looked at it and I was like, wow, that's really interesting. Hi.
Hello. Yeah, you have done a moment. Do you want to ask Louisa anything or do anything?
Do you know Devin Quince?
I know of the Quincy family. They're pretty big in Wakefield. They're part of like this huge marketing guild. They're spread all across Astall.
I'm sort of worried about him.
Well,
I don't know if I should go save him.
Well, I
right
know
now.
Devin's the gold one, right? In our guild.
Yeah,
What's going on with him?
he's sort of fighting a dragon. in Mer-
Okay. Wow. Would you like me to scry on him?
That would be nice.
Yeah? Yeah, sure. Give me a minute. Trying to remember what he looks like. It's been a while. She starts like rummaging through her pockets and she finds like a ball, like the components and everything. And she crisscross applesauce and begins scrying. A few moments pass. I'm gonna roll for Devin. A few moments pass and she sort of comes out of it and she says, "Oh wow, that's a big dragon. So that's kind of a problem.
Should we go? Is it urgent?
I don't think I should leave right now. It doesn't look urgent right now, but I can see in Murfield that there's one large sort of castle. Well, there's a dragon just sitting on top of it. There doesn't seem to be anything happening right now, but it looked like he was part of like a large force of ragtag people. I think
Are things
Is-
destroyed in the city?
no, the castle looked a little destroyed, but nothing of the city. I couldn't hear. They didn't really talk much. It just was like just could see a big dragon.
Did you talk to Devin?
No, I can't talk in a scrying spell.
I know someone who can.
She's like, what? Really?
Yeah, this little boy, he can do a lot of things.
Huh?
A mill.
That's impressive. Wow, that's impressive. But yeah, so there's a big dragon there. It didn't look super important. It looked like they were planning wish I could tell you more.
Thank you for trying and telling me.
No problem. Thanks for coming up here with me. It makes me remember my dear friend. You
I'll do
seem
this
to
with you.
remind me of him, and I don't know if that's because you practice the same arts or what, but
I definitely can't look like him.
that's true. I think you're a little too tall. But yeah, she says, I think I'm gonna go hit the hay. But yeah, I'll see you around.
Okay, bye.
She sort of gives like a very polite wave and gives a big smile and walks down. Next up, the tavern folks. Argyle, you're able to catch up with Roger. Where is a good? There we go. Yeah, you're able to catch up with Roger. You guys are like walking a handful of paces behind Torn and Carbon, as you guys are sort of all heading in that same direction towards where Torn is taking you, which is the Candle Hearth in Tavern. You can hear that already inside of it, even if it's like, it's around midday-ish, that it is busy and there's a lot going on. And you guys enter to see a lot of your familiar guildmates in there. This includes Argyle, Roger, Carbon, and Torrin. You guys walk in and you see Verino is here. You see that Kimalis is here. I'm trying to think of the others that would be here. Let me look at my notes so I don't say someone who's here who's actually not. Those are the ones here right now. Oh my god, what the fuck is that orc guy's name? I seem to forget. Morgak is here, and so is Sariel Holimian, which I don't know if you remember her. And yeah, there's a bunch of people, and there's like a bunch of other like regular tavern goers that are sort of filling out most of the space. It seems like the guild isn't really all of them here right now, but you see Joel give you a nod, and they see Torn, and they see the rest of you guys, and they all lift up their tankards and give a hurrah. And yeah, Torn goes over to the bar with you, Carver, and he says, "All right, how about you just keep them coming?" And he puts the whole like bag of coins on the countertop, and he's like, "Me in for the last here. Do you two chumps want in too?" He looks back at Roger and Argyle. Roger just like looks at you, Argyle.
Sure, why not?
I mean, I guess. And they both of you saddle up towards the bar. You guys get a couple drinks in. Do you guys want to talk about anything before we get into this drinking contest?
I'll be kind of down. I'm willing to hand wave this, mostly because I don't remember word for word what was said, but what Sarah said to Carbon is kind of tugging at the back of her mind, so she's kind of like down to start,
Torrin's way of getting over stuff is drinking, so he keeps giving you more booze.
Okay, that works.
With some words of encouragement, like, people are gonna say what they want, but ultimately it only matters what you think. That's an old dwarven saying.
You're right.
And Joel pulls you guys another ale. So you guys get a couple drinks in. Argyle, you want to talk about anything before we get into this?
Nah, I'm just getting as drunk as I possibly can.
Roger's like, "Oh god, this is gonna suck." So I need Torrin's real good at this, so we're gonna have a little competition here. I need you guys to all make Constitution saving throws.
If only Grizz was here.
Amelia, will you roll for Roger? Constitution saving throw. Torin's very first con saving throw, no lie, was a natural 20. So,
Jesus.
what did Roger
I
get?
got.
8.
Oh,
Okay, so you see Roger just looking, the first one, DC is not very high. Roger barely passes. The rest of you are starting to feel the effects, but it's not really like to the point where you gotta stop. You guys are about six of these things in now, where it's getting pretty intense. Yeah, so you guys all pass the first one, and then Joel comes over and he says, "Yeah, wait, that's a fucking dwarven accent. I've got bigger thing from Saindal. Big jar of cask brew, and that's what they're calling it. Here," and he sort of puts it down. "With the gold you got, that'll be fine. But try this." So this is gonna be a bigger one.
oh God.
Oh,
So give me another Constitution saving throw. Another natural 20 for Torin. No fucking joke.
18 again.
Okay, what
I'm
Roger
gonna
get?
use a look point.
Okay,
Hey.
24. Okay.
Yeah.
Roger 20. Wow, okay. You guys
Hey.
all pass. You guys, as you drink it, your lips go numb and you're just like, you can feel it's so like warm. It's really weird and you just feel like your whole body is just shivering with like a as you guys all take a shot of that. But everyone's still standing, so
Like a
we're gonna-
bad, or just really strong alcohol.
like a very strong alcohol that doesn't taste very good, but my god.
Okay.
The DC was 18 for that one.
Oh God.
Oh God.
So, Joel just looking at you all, you guys look fine, and Torin's like, because Torin rolled 2 natural 20s, like, come on, you've got to have something much more kick in it. You got any dwarven stuff back there? Yeah,
I'm just like, oh dear God.
let me check. I'll go look at the back.
My
and he
liver
sort of
hates me.
he just goes in the back. He disappears for a little while. Torin's just like looking at you guys. Torin 100% sober, like he's just chilling, and you guys are starting to feel the effects of it. You guys are like really, getting a little tipsy. And Joel comes back out with this large looking vial of this green liquid. And Torin immediately sees it and he says, "Oh, you do got the good stuff. Is that the..." And he kind of sort of leaves, "That's Black Band, isn't it?" "Yeah, it is." "Oh, get us some. All right." And he sort of like gets really excited. He's like patting the table. His little dwarven legs kicking from the stool he's on. Which is like creaking under his heavy frame. But everybody give me a Constitution saving throw.
Here it goes.
I got a nat 20, but I don't know that's enough.
21. Nice, Argyle. Okay, Roger's even got some. What did he roll? 15. What the fuck is his? Oh my god. Yeah, he's good.
He rolled
guys-
a nat 1. He's no longer fine.
The DC for that one was 21, so Roger's gonzo. Roger just puts it in his mouth and he's able to get it down, and then he immediately just like, I don't feel so good. A waiter, get me something to eat. And he just passes out on the like his head down onto that thing. And Torin's like, "Oh, I knew you could outlast the orc. That's very funny. Okay." And he's just like, "You guys want some more? I think I've got something in my pack here."
Why the fuck not?
I don't know if I can keep up, Torin.
No, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna fuck me good. But no, that's the point. And he pulls out. Look, it's like just a moonshine jug, and just on the contents, it's XXX. Oh,
God.
I got these from those freaks up in Iutai. And he says, "All right, we're just gonna take a shot of it, cause I'm pretty sure this one could kill you. I think some of them assassins there use it as poison, but." And he puts it in little glasses. It's just clear.
I sniff it.
Oh,
I'd
just.
chug it.
Oh shit! Argyle con save. Okay, you see Argyle just fucking down it. Give me another con save to see what happens with you.
Oh boy.
If you
come on,
keep it
that
down, or
one. Ooh. nat 20.
ooh, you're able to keep it down, but you are officially, and you can roleplay as such, blasted drunk. You are off your rocker, can barely walk, blackout drunk.
God.
You sniff it, Carbon. It's so strong. It's insane how strong it smells. But Torin puts up his little shot glass towards you. So he's like, huh? Cheers.
I hold my glass up and I say, I'm not responsible for whatever happens after this. You are.
He clinks it, hits it on the table, and then downs it.
I'll shotgun it, sure.
Okay, you give me a con save. Oh, he failed.
Oh, I don't think a 21's enough. But
No, this
natural
one's.
20
You guys are both blackout drunk. Torin, this is where he's finest. Everyone's being rowdy, and Torin he's like, oh, I love this guild. Oh, then he just has Joel in like an arm over his neck, giving him a nuggy position, and Joel just like, ugh. And he's a super rowdy boy. He's like, oh, Corbin, we haven't fought in a while, and he puts his hands up. He's like, you wanna wrestle?
Oh, I know this is a bad idea, but I'm fucking drunk, sure.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
I'm gonna immediately fail this.
Oh, he didn't roll too well. Do it with disadvantage because you're drunk and exhausted.
I mean, that was a 14 with disadvantage, so...
He rolled 7 plus his bonus right to the... Wait, is it athletics? Oh, fuck, rip. So he's 15.
Oh!
So he's pretty evenly matched because just drunkenly trying to wrestle right at this bar. The guild is laughing. The patrons are getting uncomfortable about how weird this is getting so early in the evening. They're just trying to enjoy a meal. Roger's passed out. Argyle, do you want to get involved? What are you doing?
Where did he leave the moonshine?
He put it back into his bag.
Damn it. I guess I'll
You wanna-
order some of the dwarven stuff.
Oh shit! You want to keep down in it? If you want to, you can ask him for more. He'd probably be up to it if you're wanting it.
Save me from
Yeah,
getting
sure.
crushed.
I'll ask Torin for
Yeah,
another shot of the
He just
moonshine.
he puts the thing on the table. Ah, there you go. Then he just
Pour myself in the-
goes back to wrestling Carverin. He does eventually sort of get you in a headlock, and it's incredibly impressive how much muscle is underneath this dwarf. He's a thick man. He probably, you surmise when you're wrestling with him, probably weighs 300 pounds.
Well, it's a very nice turnaround considering the first time I met him, he tripped onto his axe and almost killed himself.
Yeah,
And I took care of all of the enemies in one turn.
but yeah, you guys are just wrestling, and yeah, you guys, get to the point where you get some of the other guild members are getting a little drunk. They get in there. Other than Kimalis and Sariel, they sort of just stay out of it. And Morgat gets into the mix and just starts, messing around. A lot of the normal patrons just leave. It's getting way too much for them. And yeah, you guys start to sober up again a little bit. But for the most of the night, you guys just have this constant drunk sort of good time here. Give me a perception check, Argyle and Carbon, but do it with disadvantage and -5.
Oh, fuck. A perception.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh, can I use a luck?
I will say sure, but I
It's
think
my last point. Fuck.
I think because you're drunk, sure,
Yeah,
maybe.
Nah. I'll just keep it as the nat 1, which is a fucking
Eight.
a 3.
Yeah, because you have to -5 from your total.
It's 8. Not in that one, but it's 8.
Okay, so you don't really see anything. But yeah, the night just goes without any incident, and you guys have a good time. Roger at some point wakes up, and he just sort of just keeps a buzz for the rest of the evening instead of being fucking gonzo. Yeah, you guys have a very good evening, and yeah, where do you guys retire for the evening?
Wherever they end up dragging me, because I'm like shot.
Yeah, that's true. I'll say as much as you guys drank, you guys just fall asleep at the tavern. That makes more sense. Jason, where did you want to sort of end up at the end of the day?
I just kind of just wanted to be there. She'd probably just sleep there on the up there at the mountain.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, you guys all get to have your full rest, and that is where you guys hit level 11. You guys are everything buenoed. You're good. And you guys, we'll start with the tavern folks. You guys wake up with a massive hangover. You are not exhausted, although Carvin, your sunlight sensitivity, especially with the hangover, is intense. So you're sort of being upset. I forgot to do Beja, right?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Yeah, we gotta do you. I almost forgot. So, sorry, there's a lot of you fuckers.
People who are possessed by devils don't have rights.
True, though.
Wow, I'm offended.
Yeah, no, Alpheus takes you back to like this sort of room that he's sort of been in charge of whenever he comes here. It's just like a little room. He's got like scroll casings and scrolls everywhere, and like easels that have runic designs all over them. Place is kind of a mess. There's books everywhere, and he's sort of just moving around in there, moving like a space from all the books where you can sit down on a little stool next to his easel and using your help. Is there anything you want to ask him or do?
Have you ever thought of organizing?
No. What I need for my bag of holding, I just pull it out.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I just shove it in. Because I just need to think of it and it comes out. Ever made.
All the stuff here that comes out of your bag of holding?
Yeah. So when I need to leave, sort of shove it all back in.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah. It's a lot easier than sorting. But when you can sort with your mind, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Until I lose my mind, eventually.
Well, hopefully that's pretty far off.
Yeah, I think so. I think it will be.
But, maybe speaking of that, do you know anything about losing my mind?
Losing...
To this, like, devil?
We do need to talk about that. You don't feel any urges? I remember you used to just sort of black out, and... Do you feel any things like that anymore?
No, he said he would stop doing that. But
he talks to you.
Yeah, but he seems to be at least somewhat nice to me. I mean, he wants to like keep my soul and stuff, but he doesn't make me do bad things anymore. And actually, he's been kind of helpful.
Well, devils will always be helpful until they get what they want, and then they throw you away. They're always number one. They're never helpful for the sake of being good. Did you show him the tattoo?
Oh, yeah, sure. I could... Well, I've sort of made a pact with him before, but it was ripped up. But I still have this tattoo, and I'll turn around and like show him on the back of my neck.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could use the same spell on you. I don't think it's come to that.
I don't think I'm as bad as Sarah was. Sarah was like completely controlled, it seemed like.
Yeah, and you're just saving people. You've saved Luz Dominus. You're going around doing good things, is at least what I'm told and have heard. So I don't know. This one's a little weird. This was a weird case. I don't think that he actually has possessive, like, powers over you like Sarah had. this might be a little different. My studies don't normally involve, devils and the adversities of being in hell and the layers. But as far as I know, they're only helpful when it benefits them. So I would just be cautious and try to wean yourself off this. Do you feel like this is what makes you powerful? Do you think that you're learning?
I think I'm learning by myself, but like for instance, we have like an airship, and the only reason we can really control that, as far as I know, is because I may have converted the entire crew to worship Alistair, but yeah, so I kind of keep playing it up for them.
Oh, wow. That means that if he wished, he... Oh, wow, that's actually pretty bad. Just the crew?
I think everyone except the captain. But like I can usually just call the second in command and they come.
He starts writing that down in like a journal. He long shirt back pocket, and he says, "Okay, this opens up the possibility of them being able to have vehicles in the air. That's not good." He just writes it down, puts it in his pocket. No, I have heard weird things about Wakefield, but everything there is going well. I haven't been.
Yeah, I haven't either. We've been busy everywhere else.
All I know is that it's nice to live there. It's one of the best places to live currently on the continent.
Yeah, but if what you say about devils is true, then do you think he's just using it for something
I do.
else? Or
I absolutely do. But I don't know. I've never met this Alistair. Driscoll mentioned him briefly, but knowing him, he'd never make a deal with a devil. That human stubbornness, which can be his downfall, but it's quite useful.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to bring him here, but he has shown up before. And
What's his goal, Beja? What is he doing?
Well, I know he wanted to get rid of the chain, which is what I believe Sarah was controlled by.
Oh. So you're like an instrument of his plot?
I guess he's been saying that I've been helping him become more powerful, but since they were more powerful soon.
Well, I'll let the people I know around the world just keep their eyes out. I've already alerted Lorelei of the possibilities that happening, and then you mentioned these facilities that are draining the earth, and we've put a stop to most of them. So I think that's good. This devil thing's a little weird, but he hasn't done anything wrong yet. What's really weird is how is he ruling it so openly and everyone's just okay with it? Because I've even heard people say that it's run by a devil named Alistair. And that's sort of unsettling that people are just okay with that.
Yeah, because I think he's replaced as Asmodeus as well.
Well, no one's taken over the throne of hell yet, or we'd know about it.
No? Oh, okay, I thought he was working towards that.
Is he working towards being the new Lord of Hell?
Well, he did tell me that Orcus died and that he was trying to work his way up a while ago.
He must be having problems with some other devil. Probably this chain person you seem to speak of.
That would make sense.
Huh. You've gone through a lot. You're really becoming a little hero.
Well, I don't know. It's because I've been with everyone else. I don't think I could have done any of this by myself.
He gives a smile. I know what you mean. I hope this has taught you a very valuable lesson about not opening things I tell you not to open. And he
Yeah.
sort of pinches your little cheek.
There are lasting consequences.
Yeah, well, hopefully not lasting forever. I have not stopped my research out of getting whatever it is inside of you out. Do you feel like it gets less invasive when you do good things?
I suppose since I've been doing good things, it's been happening less and less. But also, there was one day where a bunch of stuff happened, and then I racked up like 3 favors, and
Favors.
kind of worried about.
So you owe him favors?
Yeah,
Ew.
he basically saved a couple people's lives for us, and then he saved Emil's parents, and he resurrected someone.
Asia, that's not good. I can't.
Yeah.
That's something you can't back out of.
Maybe he'll just ask for a small thing. He asked me to get him a souvenir, and I got him this like fancy cup, and I'll pull out this cup from my bag of holding. The little mug from that one.
But hey, did he specifically say that this was the favor he cashed in?
No.
Devils are specific, Beja.
Well, I guess I'll see what he asks for.
I don't know what to do in this situation. You're my apprentice. Stay here. I'm going back to Lorelei before too long. Most of my research ends up being there. Just be careful. Don't make any more favors. Yeah, don't do anything reckless.
I don't know. It was hard to say no at the moment, though, because we really like those people, and Emil's parents were in danger. And
I'm not saying you did the wrong thing. I'm just saying be careful.
okay.
I think it's very brave of you to put your potential life on the line for that. I feel like it makes you more of a hero. Makes you more of a good person.
Well, I'm hoping I can keep moving in a better direction.
He hands you a quill.
Oh, what's this?
He starts writing down the runes. So I think that this rune will go this direction, but I need it to be squiggled here. You guys start getting into making this spell. Can you learn 7th level spells, Beja?
Only 6.
So when you hit 7, when you're able to cast 7th level, is it next level or the level after that?
13.
So when you hit 13, you're gonna learn a spell that they cast, but it's gonna be very big, and I'll let you know what it is when you get it.
Okay.
But you will learn a little homebrewed spell that I. So, yeah. Where are you going? Where are you crashing?
I guess I'll just crash wherever Alpheus does.
Yeah, sure. Now you guys all wake up in the morning. Nana, you're sort of like in a bed. You've been moved from the floor. You're sort of right next to your mom and your little brother. You're woken up by your father sort of like entering the room. It looks like he's been just up all night. He looks real tired. And he's just making sure everybody's okay in here. Torin completely disregarded his watching of Sarah and ended up drinking all night. Louisa was able to watch her. Most of you guys wake up in the tavern and you guys had that same thought, was like, why is Torin still here? He's not supposed to be here. And yeah, I don't know. You guys, is there anything you guys want to do before you guys meet up again and start going about your days and stuff like that? No more, Black Hand. You've rescued Lustominas. The world's starting to regain its druidic sort of feel. Things are starting to calm down.
I guess I'll ask if he actually left.
Caius?
Yes.
Yeah. You look around, you ask some people, you find that Caius did actually leave.
Cool. Okay.
You go to like a stable master and he says that he gave him a horse.
Okay. I guess I'll just wait for everyone somewhere.
Dryzen, you wake up, there's like dew at the top of this little tower, and it's just slightly frosted as you see that there's a very light snowfall starting to come from the sky. It is getting into the winter months. It's getting close. And it's just getting a little cold.
Yeah, she's gonna go find a meal.
Beja, you wake up. You and Alpheus are just sharing a bed. Alpheus seems to have given up on the whole, you can't sleep in the same bed. You're my you're my freaking student. Yeah, you guys are in like this large bed, and you wake up and he just looks at you, he just says, don't make this weird, Beja.
Hey, I'm small. I can find a corner.
Okay. And he gets out of bed.
I'm gonna-
He does
You're welcome.
ask you, do you tell him about your parents being in Lakefield or no?
Oh yeah, I would.
Okay. So,
Well, because they saved Emil's parents and they got sent to Wakefield, and my parents got sent to Wakefield.
right. Okay. Just want to make sure he knows that. Yeah. So I guess, what are you guys in the bar doing? You guys are just like waking up, passed out. Argyle, there's a large like pool of drool from you that's just laying on the counter. Carver, you're sort of just like next to this snoring gorilla of a man, Torrent.
Was he my pillow? Was my backup against?
Yeah. He has like some furs as armor since he doesn't wear armor. He just has like these pelts and stuff, and it's made for a very comfy sort of cushion.
I guess I stumble up and I do not go outside because that's gonna be awful.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just kind of try and roll Torin over with my foot to see if I can wake him.
Oh my god, give me a strength check.
Oh god.
As you're doing this, you're sort of in your drunken state. You remember like a saying of how you're not supposed to wake Torn up.
Well, luckily I rolled a 4.
Doesn't he
Okay.
punch people?
Yeah, so he doesn't seem to wake up.
Yeah, in the
But-
midst of doing that, I remember the saying, think, ooh, I should not do this.
Yeah, but he doesn't wake up, just still snoring.
I guess I look to see if Argyles and Roger have recovered.
Roger seems okay. He seems to be, he's had like a, he was keeping a buzz at some point, so he's a little hungover, but now doesn't look quite as messed up. You sort of like look at one of the more of the fancier bowls that has a reflection, not yourself, and your hair is just like not matted, but it's just like very strangely
Yeah,
done.
I guess
Arg-
I will
Argyle's
undo the
got
braids
massive
and
bed
start
hair.
brushing my hair.
Yeah,
Wait, how can you tell I've got bad hair?
because you passed out of the tavern.
Always like that.
Oh, true, gotcha.
It is bad, but just in a different
It's even
formation.
worse now.
Yeah, it's even worse. Your glasses are pushed up halfway up your face. Like there's one lens that's like at your forehead when you look up. one lens is actually covering your eye.
This is fine. I still have those like weird like fucking potions that I bought off like I'm gonna chug one of those, see if it helps.
The coffee one? Yeah, it's coffee. It's
Alright.
nice.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna brush my hair out and then braid it, and
Mhm.
then turn to the guys and say, "Shall we go back to the castle?"
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about a meal, but I just hope we didn't get in any trouble every time I leave that kid.
How much trouble can he get at? Well, I start to say, how much trouble can he get at the castle, and then I stop and think of the magic shop, and you're right.
Yeah. Argyle, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks again, Joel. You guys can make your way towards the castle.
I'm
Dryzen,
probably gonna have one hand on like Roger's shoulder and just covering my eyes.
Yeah, it's just pulling your what's it called? It's not a cape. The fuck is it called?
Cloak.
Cloak. That's the word for it. You pulled your cloak like way over your head, just staying low. You guys walk of shame all the way back to the castle, and you guys meet Dryzen at the gates. You see Emil is currently just like is waking up at the castle doors. Emil, you were able to find like a room somewhere in the castle easily enough, but you're sort of like meandering around by the door. You see him just stretch and give a big yawn out in the front foyer area.
You guys were gone the entire night.
Yeah, sorry about that. We were having a little adult fun, I guess. Wait, that sounds real bad. We were drinking at the candle hearth.
I think adult fun kind of makes sense.
You guys look really bad. But there's a maid who let me sleep in one of the worker rooms, so that's fine.
Were they comfy or were they alright?
I mean, I've slept in worse. We slept on the ground before. This is nothing.
Nana, did you want to do anything besides wake up and come down?
That for a bit.
Okay, so you sort of like where you guys can talk alone outside of the room.
I need to talk to her about this.
I don't know if it's a good idea. And what are you gonna talk about? There's not much to talk. I don't even remember anything.
Well, that's the thing. There are parts that I don't remember either. And I have an appointment today. My mother set it up, but I would like to talk to her about it.
Okay. Well, from how she was acting yesterday, just as a heads up, she does not remember anything. Okay? Like, to this point, she thinks that her and I, and this was very hard to break to her, she thought that her and I were still an item. We were still together. She didn't know the apocalypse was over. She didn't know anything. So, let's try to just ease her into it, okay?
Okay.
She's being held on the first level of the Via Purifico.
Good. I do have to go to the Temple District, but could you, Mother, just so I know.
Yeah, I'm not leaving the castle.
Okay. I thank you. I need to go find my friends.
Go find your friends.
Okay. And I give him a big hug, and then I just kind of like skip away and go find them.
Okay, so as you're like coming down the stairs, you see that this sort of interaction that's going on in the foyer. All your friends are out here. There is like a very, very light snowfall that's still like protruding throughout the city. The air is getting brisk and cold. Nana, this isn't much new to you. It does get pretty cold here in the winter time, since it's like more north than most of the areas of the continent. But yeah.
I guess I just walk out and I'm like, "Hello, we already have somewhere to go. Let's go. Come on, follow me."
Wait, okay.
Okay, yeah.
It was Dryzen.
Now I take Nana's hand so she can lead me.
Okay.
All right.
Dryzen was here, like over there. You didn't see her?
Yeah, Jasmine just standing there as you
I'll
ask
wait.
that.
Oh.
Your glasses aren't on right. You're like, oh, sorry, and you fix them. Yeah, so you enter the Via Perifico. The guards let you through, and then
Do I know what time that I have to be at the temple?
you don't have to be there for a couple more hours. Your
Okay.
mom sort of like left a note saying that around midday, and this is like early morning, like really early morning because you guys went to bed so early.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys are Perifico.
Or something on the way there. Anything
Sure.
for my
There's like
head?
there's like this place is super fancy. There's a maid walking around with like a plate of like tea and stuff. You just grab one,
Yep.
and then rush into the shadows and of the dungeon.
I just swap it with the piece of gold.
But yeah, you guys are able to get through the Via Perifico. She is very close to the entrance. She's not in like a disgusting cell. It actually has a bed. Like this is a little bit weird because you remember being in this exact cell in her memories, the ones that was like an alternate path, and she's in that exact same cell, and she's looking out the window, and it just feels really strange and surreal. But she sees you guys approach, and she says, "Oh, you were the ones that saved me, and my friends. I cannot thank you. Driscoll says that we have met before, but I'm sorry I do not remember."
I sit down in front of the cell, like kind of like crisscross applesauce, and I just say, "Please follow suit.
What?
Please follow suit." And I like motion to myself.
I
Oh,
sit down next to her to illustrate.
are you guys going in the cell with her? Because she is locked in there. Okay.
No, I'm sitting in front of it.
You guys are just outside the cell, and she like goes over to the cell gate, looks curiously. Okay. She just grabs applesauce, just like you.
So I'm my father. Just
Yes. I He says you're very talented and beautiful, and I can tell that both of those things are true.
Sarah.
I did something bad to you. I can tell by the look on your face. I am sorry.
First, I just wanted you to know that I'm 21, so that's a thing. But yes, it wasn't you. It was you, but not you, that said those things. But I talked to my mother, and it's okay. What I really wanted to talk to you about was you were my mentor. You taught me everything that I know. Hello?
But go on.
Just we spent years together, but I don't remember a lot of it. And I know that I'm a forgetful person, but this is more than that.
She cocks her head. I'm in a difficult spot. I have been told that I am very good at lying, and I'm very well aware of the fact. Before I say anything, how can I get you to trust me?
Well, you certainly got me to trust you.
She's sort of just looking like for something, and like she looks like she's thinking.
We can do a pinky promise.
Pinky promises are good, but there is one thing that I think I can do. And you see that there's like this sort of like magical like glitter that fades from her. Nana, you know that she is College of Glamour. You see that she takes it off and she looks much older. She doesn't look like she's old. She's still very attractive, like 40-something-year-old, but she looks much less young. She's got gray in her red hair, and still the same Sarah, but she takes the glamour that she's had on the entire time off, and looks at you all and says, I killed my father, as I even told you guys know, and I became obsessive with a boy that it just becomes, it couldn't become something. I do not remember what I did, but I know that I almost had killed Larissa after she came in here and she talked to me. And it's heartbreaking because I don't feel sorry. I just feel like I always do. I don't feel sorry, even though I may say it. I don't know who you are, and if I was your mentor, I don't think you would have turned out to be as gifted as you are. And you obviously are being driven by emotion to come seek me out, and that's not something that I would be able to teach you. So, whoever trained you, I do hate to say, but it was not me.
I stand up and I just start like walking away, but then I turn back and I say, Sarah,
Yes.
I truly loved you, but now I see I was wrong to do so. And I just walk out.
You guys,
Before I leave, I like just bow at her quickly. Sorry, she does this a lot. She kind of just walks out of things.
No, it's okay. She is frustrated. I understand completely. There is no hard feelings. Like I said, I have lost the ability to care. But I appreciate you saving me and my friends. It is very nice of you.
I hope things turn up for you now. Alright.
Oh, they will. I'll just be in here for maybe, a long time.
Well, I'll try and visit you if I come by sometime. I know
That would be very nice. No, I enjoy the company, sure. Passes the time.
Okay. And then I bow again and run off. Nana, you have a bad habit of running away.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Roger sort of comes up. Do you want to talk about anything else? That seems a little brutal for you, someone that idolizes you, to be like that.
She
For
talks
them.
a lot about love when it wasn't her. But she doesn't know that she was really the first person that I loved. She thinks it's fake, but it really wasn't. I know she can't understand it, but I'm just... I don't want to think about it.
Well, I'm sure you loved her, that's true, but just because you loved her doesn't mean she understood. Love needs two people, not just one.
Yeah. Well, as much as I would love to pour my heart out near all these guards,
Yeah, the guards are just sort of sitting there.
I have another appointment to go to. If you would all wish to accompany me, that'd be fine. If you want to do whatever, you can go do whatever. But I must be going.
Are the rest of you still in the Via Privico in front of Sarah's thing?
No, I
No,
walked out with
no.
Nana.
Yeah, I also walked there.
Okay.
Everyone else is out. I'm in.
Okay.
I mean, I have nothing to do. What about you guys? Want to join Nana's adventure, even though she's walking away right now?
I mean, yeah, we probably should catch up with her, quite
I'm
honestly.
like wordlessly just following her.
Alright. So how was everyone's night? Learned anything interesting?
So this is Nana, you get towards the gates. And you see that they're the guards are sort of just like opening the gates for you. And you see that there is a like there's a kid, maybe about 16, 17 years old, brown hair, brown eyes, wearing this gamson that, like, underneath you can see that there's chainmail. He has a shield on his back and a long sword at his side and these gauntleted hands. And there's like a piece of, looks like a ripped banner that's tied to his right arm. It's like red, and you see that it has the Daxio military sign on it. And he sees you and he says, "Oh, Nana, Daxio, wow, it's really cool to meet you. Hi, my name's Aaron." Do you like storm past him? Are you going somewhere? Or what are you doing?
Hi, Aaron.
Hi. Okay. Where's the? Oh, Carbon. And he just sort of like, oh my gosh. Hi. He holds his arm out to you.
I look very confused and hesitantly take it.
I'm
and
gonna.
shake, I guess.
So he shakes your hand. He says, it's really cool to meet you. Where are the other? And then as he says that, the rest of you comes like, oh, is that true? He comes over to you, Dryzen, wants to shake your hand.
I shake.
Yeah, he shakes it like bigger. It's like, it's so nice to meet you, Aaron. And then goes to Emil. Oh, wow. You're younger than I am. You've accomplished so much. You are so cool. He puts his hand out to shake your arm.
Me? Cool? Nah. What's your name?
My name's Aaron. Aaron Shisk. And there's Roger. Wow, you're much bigger in person. And Argyle. You're a newer addition, right?
Yeah.
He goes to shake your hand.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how do you know us?
You guys are heroes.
What?
What do you mean?
Well,
Yeah, no,
What
I've
are you?
no. Oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Aaron Shisk. Well, I came to apply to be part of Novum Astra. I want to be an adventurer like you guys. I want to join you.
Inside check.
Okay, make an insight check.
I also want
So I'll butt in and I'll just say, a good place to start is to join the Wakefield Quake.
I did, and he pulls up a necklace, and he's bronze level.
Well, don't let that deter you from being a hero and I pull out mine, because we're just silver.
He's like, oh, that's so cool. I've only ever seen the gold one. That's so cool. I can't wait till I can become silver like you guys.
Hey, like them, I'm still a bronze.
He looks at you with like camaraderie. He's like, Beja, what are you trying to look at? To see if he's telling the truth?
To see, like, is he actually like super into us, or is he just trying to like sneak his way in?
He's super into it. Argyle, what are you trying to figure out? Same?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so he seems super into it. He actually looks like he wants to join, and he looks like he came prepared. Like he has, he's well equipped. He has like military garb on.
Hey Logan, how about you want to DM 2 NPCs for us?
Yeah. You guys can take him. So this is something you guys can recruit people to join your group if you want. This is the
last
first one
time
that
we
shows up.
recruited, the guy was a map maker.
But he turned out to be a good ally at some point, in some way, in shape and form.
Way
Aaron,
later,
unique
after we
maps.
all almost died.
Yeah,
Well, he
Aaron
did
sort of speaks
not
up.
let us go.
Aaron's like, is that the Dragonborn guy that disguised himself in the sleeping
Yeah,
wetlands?
wait, how do you
Wait,
know
how do
about
you know
that?
about that?
Have you not read the Novum Astra books?
What?
What?
And he's like, oh my gosh. And he like goes into his pack and he pulls out a book that says Novum Astra
Oh my
chapter
goodness.
1.
Wait,
Who was
who
that
wrote
wrote
it?
that by?
It doesn't have a name on it.
Wait.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you look at it, and it basically there's details in it that seem a little bit sus, like one of you had written it. But then there's details in it that's like there's no way that someone in the party would have messed that detail up. Like for example, with the aboleth thing, it says that you guys took it on all by yourselves.
Oh
So-
no, we did not.
Somebody embellished that for sure. And when you guys went to the sleeping wetlands, it talks about the loss of Grizz. So that one's like, how would anybody know how very specific that was? Like, and it's just very strange.
So none of us recognize like the handwriting of it, right?
No, it looks like it's almost like in our world, looks like it was printed out.
There's nothing about an author either. Huh.
Nope, no author.
Anything about Alistair in there?
Yeah, there are a couple passages about Alistair, but mostly just that it's Beija's sort of deity that helps her.
That's why everyone's okay with it.
Oh.
Oh. What's it say about me?
It says there's like specific chapters where it says that this is this very calm, collected woman that is from the Drow Under Society, and it says that she fled from her people's oppressive ways and everything to escape to a life up here, and is making a life for herself even amongst adversity and discrimination against her.
I approve.
It just basically says like there's little like cutouts where it's like Emil stretched out his fingers and casted 2 fireballs as Beja did this other another fireball, and Carbon was in the mix slashing and cutting, and Nana was singing her praises and inspiring the whole squad as Grizz took on the magical yada yada yada. And then there's only like towards the end of the book, Argyle, as you're all sort of like looking over this, it just says like Argyle whipped out his wait, that sounds so bad, but it just says like
I don't want to read that. I don't want to read
whipped
that.
out his mechanical contraption, and with a loud thunderous boom shot, like it goes into very weird descriptions of what a gun would be without knowing what an actual gun is. Yeah, it's just a little strange, but it's kind of neat. There's nothing discriminating in it. It's like actually just like it's just telling of your tales of heroics and stuff like that.
Aaron, where did you get this book from?
So this was in Fort Shamble, I guess is the simple answer.
For champ. Huh.
Yeah, no, I'm a knight there. I'm with the army. My whole family, big long line of we all serve the Daxio army at some point. But I heard of your praise, and I heard that all these things that are happening, like the magic's gone. I've never been very good at magic, but magic's gone, and I honestly felt like I would be much better suited if I just came and I joined you guys. I feel this passion that I need. This is where I need to be.
How tall is he?
He's 5'7".
He's taller
What
than.
the heck?
fucker.
Oh, he's like the same height as Carbon.
Yeah.
Holy
Why is
shit,
he so
same height as me.
tall?
What the fuck?
So I guess I have to look up to him to say this.
That is so weird to think Nana is short sometimes. I always imagine she's
How tall
Anyways.
is she?
She's
like
5'5".
5'5". Are you
Oh
5
my
feet
God.
even?
Yeah,
Wow.
Well, you're 5 feet. Aw.
yeah, she's short.
Aw.
We have a small group and then Argyle, Roger, Carver. Oh, and Dryzen's too. Dryzen's actually pretty tall, right?
It's like half,
No, she's
half small, half
5'5".
short, or half tall.
Oh, Dryzen's 5'5". What the fuck?
It's not crazy short though. Like
But yeah, he's he's just standing here, and you guys can see the picture, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Well, Aaron, this
Yeah.
might be a bit selfish to ask, but would you stay here in Daxio and protect here?
He sort of looks a little like depressed.
I know that you've read our adventures, and I mean, I know Emil understands it from reading Los Dominos' adventures, but I need Daxio to be safe. And you look more than capable to do that.
Well, I wouldn't say maybe just stay in Daxio. If you want to make your own adventures, maybe make your own group, and then we can work together. You don't have to join us to be a hero.
But I want to join you guys. I feel like this is where I need to be. You guys, I would fit in so well. You
Oh
guys.
no, my headphones came out.
So, are you
gonna
good
say
at puzzles?
four cursed words.
I guess I've never really done puzzles. I went to military school. Very good with tactical things. I'm pretty handy in a fight. And I can. You don't have to worry about me. I'm strong. You won't have to even worry about me at all. You won't even know I'm there.
Fight me.
Do you want to ask?
No.
I'm
No,
gonna say my four
I
cursed
put a
words.
hand on Beja's head and say no.
I have an idea, guys.
Yeah.
So, Aaron,
Yeah. Argyle,
right?
sir.
We have been tasked with going to a dungeon. We're
Nope.
probably gonna go there at
Nope.
some maybe.
No.
Argyle.
It's a test. It's a test.
Hey, I guess I should be clear. I think the Daxia will be well suited even without me. I mean, Driscoll's here.
Exactly.
If you really don't want me to come,
Oh.
I won't.
I
Oh,
say
Aaron.
more
But
than
I traveled here from Fort Shamble. I resigned from being in my regiment that I was in because I feel like I should be here helping you guys. I've heard about your cause and what you guys are doing, and I think my time on this earth could be better spent saving not only, Daxio's people, but everyone that I can.
I want him.
This
Out
Out
man,
of character, I would like to adopt this
this
child.
man here has shown honor. He has shown dedication. I say we allow him to join.
Well,
What are
let me
your
think
thoughts on
about it.
Alistair?
We're kind of
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I don't want to push you or anything like that. I just would very much like to assist you in your travels, in your journeys, and I learn fast.
Aaron, if
Yes,
I may.
yes, ma'am.
I worry about everyone in Nova Mastra, and I don't know you too well, to be honest. So if we could spend some time getting to know you over the next couple of days, I think the decision would be easier to make.
You mean it?
I'm not promising you anything. I just want you to know that I don't know you. I don't know your strengths. I don't know your weaknesses. I don't know anything about you. I would like to know you, Aaron.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can just call me Nana.
Yes, Nana.
Don't worry, it
Um,
gets easier once you get to know us.
I hope so, sir.
Okay, that's a little weird.
He's
You
younger
are
than
older
you,
than
you
me.
know.
I should be calling you Sir Knight.
Sir, no, that's quite all right. You guys are the true heroes. I'm here to. I don't know. I feel a little awkward. Where are we headed?
Well, we are in front of a temple, so in there.
Are we? I thought we were just in front of the road.
You guys are in front of the Daxio gates.
Um,
Daxio gates or Dax. What?
We're
The
outside
castle.
the prison.
Sorry,
Oh, I
the
thought we were
castle.
outside the prison.
The prison is within like
Oh,
the
yeah,
main
duh.
walls, so. But you guys are out in the foyer, and then you went to the gate. They were opened up, and then this guy was standing out there.
So,
So on your way there, do you guys want to talk to him? You want to say anything to him? Ask him any questions?
Sure. Are your parents okay with you coming all the way over here?
Yes, I have served the military since I was 13 years old, and I think I'm ready to make my own decisions. I served more than a handful of terms, and I haven't actually seen a lot of combat, but I train every single day, and I am just ready to do something with my training
Wait,
instead of just sit around and do nothing.
Fort Jambles. Is there like a blonde kind of guy that's like really cocky and annoying?
I think you're talking about Wellspring, which is where my parents are from, so I know who you're talking about. Yes, Alfred?
Is that his name? That sounds like an annoying name.
I think so. Yeah, that's sort of just how that family is. They're very rich, but it's sort of like a retiree town. My parents just live peacefully there. I do have a sister who, went, she's, well,
No.
But, well, she was in the apocalypse battle at Mount Moonflow.
Oh, I see.
She didn't make it, but she died serving a cause that she thought was just, and we're all very proud of her for that, even though we miss her every day. But my family are retired, and they live in Wellspring, and I told them that I wanted to do this, and they supported me. They want me to do it, so I have 10 gold, and I made my way here.
Aaron,
I heard that you guys are here. Yeah.
I give him 300 gold.
Whoa, hey, no, this is unnecessary, miss.
No.
I just
Well,
laugh
That's
at it.
excited.
So I
No.
just kind of gently elbow him as he's trying to deny it, and I said, "She won't get back."
Yeah.
I-
You trust me, she tried to give me like 1,000 one time, I think.
1,000. I
Oh yeah.
don't even know what I do with this much gold. My
think
armor doesn't even
there
cost that
are
much.
people. That
Well, you
concerns.
can start with getting better armor.
Yes.
No, my armor is fine. It's not. He it's kind of.
Or you could stock up on some potions.
I do need potions, I guess. Do you know what? This is a very, very thoughtful gesture. I will look into buying some potions because just in case anyone needs one, I'll have one on me.
No, actually, I might come and help you buy some potions.
Sure. But when we heading to the temples, do one of you worship Palor or Bahamut or?
I simply have an appointment there for some mind troubles.
Oh, I see. Of course.
If you would like, we could spar and train together over the next couple of days.
His eyes go wide. He's like, really?
Yes.
That's. Thank you, ma'am. I
Please
would
don't
really
call me
appreciate the
ma'am.
practice. He seems so flustered. His whole life he calls people ma'am and sir. He's been a knight his whole fucking life.
Actually, I'm gonna let that slide because she has a military background, so she'll let it go. Never mind. I don't care. about that.
So he just said, yes, ma'am. That would be very great. It would be an honor.
Yeah, and I can
I
give
just
you some
smile.
dodging training with my gun.
You're what? Is that that thing? He points
yeah.
at it. The one that goes like the boom and.
Yeah, do you want a demonstration?
Sure.
In town.
Oh, I guess that's right. We should
Yeah.
probably not do that in town. It might cause a distress with the people here.
I was wondering when someone was gonna call me out on it.
So about that aboleth, as you guys sort of walk, you guys make it to the Temple of Palor. You guys make it all the way back into the main room of Bahamut, and she is waiting with you, waiting for you. I have to find my Daxio notes. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I didn't write her fucking name down. I'll find it eventually. But the girl with one arm and the red sort of like cloak that goes around her back and down the side, heavily armored, meets you with you, Nana, and says, "Your mom said you'd be coming, so if you could just go ahead and lie down on this table, and I'll see what I can do."
Okay. And I just-
Would you like to just be me and you in the room? It's up to you.
I'm okay with him being there.
Aaron sort of nudges you, Emil. Is it okay that we're in here?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, okay. And he just sort of looks onwards. So, do you lay down on the table, Nana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's going to cast Greater Restoration on you. As, you know, it's casting, you don't feel a change or effect in any way. And she sort of says, "Do you remember anything? Do you remember what it was that you seemed to have forgotten?"
No. Could we try one more time? Is that possible?
Sure. I will try to do it at a more divine level.
Let me bring them back. My memories. And I give her inspiration.
Okay. Ooh. No change. Let me try one more time. If you have the patience.
Yes, anything.
Okay. Okay, she's gonna use her inspiration on that roll because the last one was a natural one.
Oh.
You seem to be just slightly just feel like fog is being lifted, but only barely. And you feel like it's working. You feel like there's something that you can almost just grasp. But you do remember a little bit. And you get a sense that it's gonna come gradually a little bit. But you remember a time when you and Sarah were in Lulin, and Lulin is sort of a darker, rainy city. And you remember a time where you guys had visited one of the the ale makers there. Let me get the names so you can write it down and remember. The Strauss family. And you remember that there was like a large section of time where Sarah had said that she had something to do and would leave, and you were supposed to kill anybody that came in the door. That was like your order, and you felt like you were compelled to do so. Thankfully, on this occasion, you didn't have to kill anybody. But you got the sense that this Strauss family was bad news, something deep inside of you. And for whatever reason, you seem to have forgotten this memory where you basically stood guard as she went to go speak with this family inside the Lulin city. Nana, do you have proficiency in history?
I don't.
You now do.
Oh.
Part of your memories coming back it plays into you having proficiency in history.
Nice.
So whenever you want to recall something, you'll remember something that you did with Sarah. And it might not have been that great.
So like is that all that I remember for now?
Yes.
She like starts grabbing her head and just I think it'll slowly come back to me. I remember something now. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it.
Aaron sort of steps up to the front of the group and bows deeply towards the Bahamut cleric lady. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Don't mind him. He's fairly new.
No, it's a little heartwarming to see the youth be so respectful and don't see that much.
Isn't it?
She just smiles. You're young. I guess you don't understand. She tussles his hair, and he stands up. He's like, "Ma'am, permission to leave." Yeah, you can. Thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and may Bahamut guide you. And he exits the room when you guys are ready.
I didn't go out and like elbow Milton and say, "Well, you're a right little charmer, aren't you?"
Well, I don't know what you mean, sir. Was that not okay to do?
Oh no, it was fine. It was fine.
Oh,
But you
okay.
definitely made her day.
He just sort of blushes a little.
Well, now that that's taken care of, Aaron, do you want
yes.
to see what
Yes, ma'am.
I do
I mean,
best?
Nana. Yes.
Let's go! And I'm gonna just start walking away towards the people from.
To the. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where are we going?
Are we gonna do the sandwich thing again?
Sandwiches. Sandwiches.
Oh God.
Like as we're going, they're just chanting it.
We're just going to the Brimsworth refugees. It'll be fine. We're gonna have a nice performance.
Oh, I
Aw,
heard
the
what
sandwiches.
happened to their town. That's such a terrible thing.
Actually,
Yeah. You
should
shoulda
we
heard
tell
what happened
them
to
that
them.
we cleared their town?
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, they're probably.
I look to
don't know if
Nana.
they're gonna get us to pay for the roofs.
You cleared Brimsworth?
Well,
It's
There wasn't
very
much to do.
complicated. Yeah. It was a misunderstanding, but hopefully we can clear it up.
It's a tactical mission.
Oh.
We handled it with the
I s-
utmost professionalism.
I kind of make a noise at tactical mission.
What are you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it got the blood rushing pretty good, but
It was
oh
something.
my god. Near the child.
That's what does it for you.
listen.
Near the children.
Listen. I'm almost 18, so I'm basically an adult, and us humans mature at a much higher rate than most other races. He just sort of like nerds for a second. Ma'am.
I raised my eyebrow at him.
You're starting to
Me
sound
and,
very familiar to something, but I can't put my finger on it.
Me and Aaron, the only humans. You see, we
Something-
understand what age.
Does something maybe not
Let's go.
of this world?
What?
Nothing. I get a little
What?
vibe like I've met him somewhere.
I actually have no idea what you're talking about.
I give Emil a very strange look.
Anyways, guys, so after this, are we gonna go somewhere else? Where else can we go? We
Dungeon.
now have an airship.
I need to go shopping after this too.
Do you have your staff? Like,
Oh,
out
we
of
should probably
character,
get
do you
some
have the
coal
staff?
for them.
I do have my staff.
I point at the staff.
The staff of Old Man Weck. Wow.
Yeah.
What, return the staff?
After the dungeon.
Yeah, after the
Fine, after the dungeon.
Can we go to Merkville, please?
Why did
Yes.
Can we
go to
return
Why?
the staff and then
Probably
go to
have the-
Murfield?
Yeah, because then I need.
to save Devin.
Oh,
Guys,
about-
come.
Save Devin.
How
Um,
about Dungeon, Murfield, Wakefield, or West?
well,
How about Dungeon Westwater Murfield?
No.
well, what's
Nana's
going
trying
on
to
with
say
Evan?
something.
Yeah, what's going on with Evan?
He's fighting a dragon, and I think he
Oh.
needs help.
A dragon. Well, that's a perfect opportunity for me to show you what I can do.
Let's spend a few days in Daxio, maybe 2, maybe 3.
Okay.
Not long. Test you, get to know you, see if
Oh,
you are ready.
I see.
Well, I'm talking about. I'm not saying we hop on the ship now. I just want to get our plans together, what our objectives are, now that everything with Lustaminos is done.
Yeah.
I
So-
think. And
I know
this
you
is
guys
just
really
my-
want to go to the Golden Chalice, even though some of us don't want to. So we'll go ahead and give in and just go to the Golden Chalice, get that out of the way. Then we can go to Murfield and save Devin from what exactly? Oh, right, a dragon. That's right. He was waiting outside of the perimeter when we last cried on him. And then I guess
What
I can
color is the
return. It was yellow or goldish.
Dryzen, what color was it?
I was the one who scried on him. Thank you very much.
No.
So,
Sorry, you're right.
you
I
look
retconned that then.
Do we need to look up what that dragon can do then, I guess?
I mean, my take on it is that if he, wasn't prepared to fight a dragon, why'd he go?
Because he's a paladin. I mean, not a paladin. He's a cleric. It's the right
Yeah,
thing
well,
to do.
at least
What's
go
to say
prepared to fight a
people?
dragon.
Follow-
Is anyone ever really prepared to fight a dragon?
You have never fought a dragon. You can't speak for
Exactly,
it.
because I've never been prepared to fight one.
See, so Anyway.
Exactly, so I haven't went to fight one. I'm never prepared to, so...
that is something that I think we should do.
How do you even prepare for that?
I don't know.
Do I make
But-
bombs? Make bombs.
Well, he does have well, I don't know if he does anymore, but he had an army of refugees that Sylvie
Oh,
would
that
have a
sounds
few
fun.
people. And Devin. And possibly Aaron.
He just smiles.
Also, the Tomorrow Temple is now gone. Apparently, it didn't exist.
Yeah, like as you guys are like walking through the temple district on your way back towards the Brimsworth sort of refugee camps and everything, as Dryzen says that, you guys look over and that temple is just gone.
Huh.
What was worship there?
Oh, don't look at me. I just barely got here.
Guys?
Beja, weren't you at the district last time we were here?
By the way, if we're passing by this, can I just like stop into the Ion Temple?
Yeah, you just like open the door.
Well, I want to look for a book, so I can say I'll meet you guys later and look for.
Sure.
You guys are just
Oh.
going to the refugee camp.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's really that urgent. I was just gonna go play a song with them. We can wait if you want.
Well, I don't know how long it'll take. I just want to look for a book on a yellow or golden dragon, and that's.
Well, I mean, sure. We'll be outside of Brimsworth if you want to meet with us. Can you incorporate in the song that maybe everything's fine and they can remake if they want? And maybe that the people who were being eaten were just involved in a bad corporation?
I'm gonna have to think about how to get that one out, but I'll try.
You guys do that. Aaron, potions?
He like looks at the rest of you. Is it okay, Argyle?
Don't call me sir. Ugh, sound like I'm old.
Sorry.
So you can
Then
go
again, I
with that.
might be old.
Yeah, if you want to.
I wish to. I guess I would need potions. We shall meet at the refugee camp then.
Okay, have fun. Don't waste all your money in one place.
It's a lot of money.
Thumbs up.
I'll meet you guys there. Okay, there we're gonna take a break. 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then meet back here. And yeah, you're back.
Things are super awkward. Just then with like the Tomorrow Temple thing.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that temple to begin with, so
See.
Yeah, I
say
remember what it was.
I want to say it's a sandwich guy's temple, but I don't remember.
oh shit,
The
maybe it
Temple of
was.
Sandwich.
And it was like the Chain Mother or something.
Yeah, maybe he wrote the book about us.
Well, but he was in a different place. We weren't there when you were getting sandwiches.
I was there when we were getting sandwiches. I got a sandwich.
No, I mean he was in that. Didn't we get sandwiches like in the refugee camp, not in the temple district?
Yeah,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
he said that his like thing or whatever.
Yeah, he told
I-
us his religion.
Yeah. Wait, no, I thought his was hold up.
His was not any
Hold
of the ones currently listed.
Where are my notes?
Yeah, and it was literally just him. I remember that.
Fuck, where are my notes? Ugh. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that day.
He was a worshipper of Avandra. Fairly certain.
Yikes.
Hey, Logan, Sandwich Man. He was a worshipper of Avandra, right?
That's the temple that's missing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It was the one Argyle prayed to before you guys left.
Oh no, did I make it go away?
Well, I don't know. But yeah, that's
no.
the same temple. The temple that worships Avandra.
I thought it was Tamara for some reason. I was hearing it as that.
Georgia tomorrow. Georgia tomorrow. I could probably hear
Yeah.
that.
Can it be called a daughter tomorrow if there's no doors?
Maybe.
It'll be there tomorrow.
Apparently.
There's been a shipping error. The doors have been delayed.
Today is my mom's birthday, and they're having like a big dinner thing. All my super religious sort of like relatives are here. So yeah,
I can't believe you're playing the devil game.
basically. So I'm like, I just got a text from my mom saying that my grandma's coming downstairs to see me. So that's why we took a break so quick, because I was like, oh god. But if at any point I might have to leave for like at least 5 minutes or something.
Okay.
Rolling the devil's dice in this day and age.
Yeah, we're literally talking about devils named Alistair and like fighting a dragon and shit like that.
Yeah. I like this Aaron character. I hope he doesn't stab us in the back.
Map,
One
boy.
To die.
I'm on the S train because I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is something that I don't know. I thought it'd be interesting because you guys, the way it's described is when you guys hit 11 to like, I think it's like 11 to 16 or 11 to 17. You guys are heroes of the realm or whatever. That's like the level of adventures you guys go on now is like heroes of the world because you guys are 11. And it says in it that, you know, you can have followers and level them up.
Wait, what
So-
level is he now?
You don't know. I'm not going to tell you. But you guys can, like, if you bring him along and do stuff, he's going to level up rapidly because you guys are taking down, like, you know, probably higher level stuff than what he is because he is like a military person. and the more he does, the more OP he'll be at the end. If you guys want to keep him, if you don't want to keep him, then he just fucks off.
Can we just like power level him in the forest on like?
Right. So
quests
like,
or something?
basically, it'll go by EXP because you guys have to. We're doing what's it called?
Nonsense.
Milestones. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to divide it by 8 because there's 8 of you now, and then he gets an 1/8 of it, and then whatever that is through his XP, he'll level up.
Oh, dude, we'll have to go and grind boars in the forest. It's like old school world of nice.
So I'm looking at the map, and if we go to the Gold Chalice heading to Murfield, we can start by Balan and see if the dude came back.
I will say, when we go to Murfield, I would like to stop by Laurel.
Yeah, right
Sure,
there in the
we can.
neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, so we can do Chalice and then Murfield and then Lorelei and then Westwater. Or actually, didn't you want to go to Lulan?
Yeah, I want to go to Lulan at some point because if I remember correctly, that's where the temple, I also Duncan City. Come on, it's free loot, and then
Literally free.
yeah, and then I also wanted to hit Baron because apparently, it's where the airship was made. There's another me, apparently.
So, is everybody back? Argyle. Argyle.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Asia.
I was reading a text.
Hello.
Carbon.
Hey.
Hello.
Emil.
Hello.
Anna.
Hello.
You guys are all here. We'll do the Brimsworth party first. You guys get out there into the refugees. Everything seems to be much better off here. There's been a lot of building that's been going on. Like when you guys left, you guys were even seeing the process of a outer wall being built for the refugees, and you see that it is nearing completion. And the Brimsworth people are sort of just carrying on with their lives. Everyone's helping each other. A lot of the guards are moving things and helping these refugees as has been ordered by Driscoll, and people are just going about their normal daily lives. As you guys enter into the fray, you see the same sort of meal tents where everybody's getting food. They spice it up enough to where there's a lot more things. There's a noticeable absence of that weird, strange guy who made sandwiches very slowly. And yeah, you guys are here, and
Well, I wanted to show Aaron my music, but I can just play all day if that's what I have to do. So I'm gonna go to the Bard College Bowl.
you head over there. Similar faces. They say hi to you, and they seem really excited. They're just playing, keeping everybody's spirits up as per normal.
I joined them.
Okay, give me a performance check.
20, not natural.
Very good show. Are you guys doing anything while you're here? You see a lot of people just gathering and enjoying snacks as they're just taking.
I guess so we went to Brimsworth, and it should be safe to go there now.
Are you just saying that to some random person, or?
Yeah.
So there's like a older lady, looks maybe around 60 something. Looks like she's had a hard life. What's up, boy?
I'll use thaumaturgy to make it more clear.
Oh my god. Okay. First of all, give me a persuasion check. So you shout that out, and you see that there's a guy who's sort of holding his ears because it's loud. He's like, ah. So the bandits cleared then? Are we good to take the road back?
Well, not the bandits. But we got the whatever was happening in Brimsworth taken care of.
Oh, all the animals.
Well, they
Huh.
weren't. They were actually nice people, even though it doesn't seem like it. Very difficult to explain, but they won't come and hurt you guys again.
So he's gonna spread it out based on your persuasion check was a 15. So we'll see how long it takes. But yeah, he just sort of says like, I wonder if we can get the king to send some of his men to clear out the bandits, and then, yeah, goes about his day. Started the Viva Revolution back to Brimsworth. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I'm just helping like give food out or helping the like volunteers do stuff.
Very good. You are noticed from time to time, like, are you Carbrin with Nova Mastra? And, they just sort of like give you notice and, notoriety. Take it how you will. But, the rest of you were just sort of like, doing your thing. You guys doing anything else? If not, people just come up to you and, ask you if that's who you are and, all that other stuff. You guys are getting popular. And I guess we'll cut to Argyle and Aaron. So, Argyle, where are you taking Aaron?
I'm gonna take him to a potion and then him to like a clothing shop just to get like some cold weather gear because it's getting colder.
Yeah, and you see that he's sort of dressed in like a warm gambeson. So he's just sort of like hanging out with you. He's just like going to these warmed up clothes and stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting everyone like the big like coat.
Okay. So I'll say for like the total of everything, it's only gonna be like 5 gold. And
Alright.
Aaron insists that he pays.
No.
This isn't even money that I earned. That's your earned gold, sir. I can.
Can you save us, Ed?
Yeah, I can. You're a hero.
Look, just let me pay for it. You can get the potions.
Okay. And you take 5 gold off. You get all your coats and everything. He insists on carrying them all. And yeah, you guys, where are you taking him next? Where are you going?
Potion shop.
All right. So are you heading to the one place that you know of is the guy that gave you the quest for the golden chalice? So
are there any others?
you'd have to check. You can make an investigation check if you want.
Investigation. Oh Jesus. And the first luck point gets used.
Oh my god. All right.
A 20, not natural.
Yeah, you find one that's sort of like not near the area, but you were able to find it eventually. And they have like enough. They have some healing potions for sale. Most of it's like general goods. A lot of people don't come in here to buy healing potions for adventuring, but in total there's like there's 1 greater and 2 normal healing potions for sale.
How much would it cost me to buy all of them?
So to buy all of them, I said 1 greater, 2 normals.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be at this shop 350 gold pieces.
For all of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy.
Well,
I-
Aaron is like, let me please pay the 300 gold that Miss Nana had given me.
Okay.
You told me I could pay for the potions.
Okay.
Right,
You're right.
so
I
he
did.
pays 310 gold. He gives all of his money to the person and takes the potions in his inventory.
Whilst he's not looking, like whilst he's paying, can I slip like 20 gold into his pocket?
Give me a sleight of hand check. What's a
Oh,
passive
boy.
perception? Let me see it.
Too bad you didn't bring me.
Another luck point.
Oh my god.
You feel him up.
Is that that's your...
Fuck
Alright.
it, why
Are you
not?
using it?
Not one.
I
Make
so
him touch the butt.
you go to like put something in like his bag, and he like reflexes faster than you expected, grabs your wrist, and he says, "Oh, sorry, sir. Reflexes,
It's
military.
fine. Good reflexes. Very good.
I don't need your gold. I promise. This is being here is more than enough pay."
Well, look. I'm scared of what Nana will do to me if she finds out that you ended up spending all of the gold on my head to get bit. So. And besides, consider it pay for carrying all of the coat.
No thanks. Give me a persuasion
Fuck.
check to see if he buys it.
I'm gonna die.
He's not gonna just kill you. He's like, nope, bitch.
No,
kill.
Nana's gonna kill me. 14.
I have to respectfully say I want to do this, Sir Argyle.
Okay. Also, don't call me sir. You don't have to. No need to be formal. Be as informal
Yes,
as
sir.
you want.
So,
Wait. Just
Alright.
say, alright, Argo. Just that.
Okay, Sir Argyle. Damn it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh,
You'll get the hang of it soon.
So you guys make your way back to the refugee camp with your potions in tow. You guys both sort of like walk up towards them. Beja, you were going to the Temple of Ayun to study about dragons.
Yeah, I just want to find like about like types of dragon,
Okay.
or if there's a specific one on yellow or gold dragons, then that one.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
22.
22. Oh. Sorry, hold on a second. Let me grab my monsters manual so I.
Yep.
Okay. So you know that there are different kinds of dragons from this book. You know, there's little, there's adult-sized ones. There's babies. There are you learn something about fairy dragon, which you would know of as Rankatan. Looking up gold, you don't find any writings about gold, but you do get one something that comes up about a brass dragon, which I guess is kind of like goldish. There's also bronze, which could also be seen as gold. And then yeah, there's nothing that's written about a gold dragon.
Okay.
Even though out of character, there definitely is a gold dragon. But you guys don't want to fight.
But it's money.
Or do we?
You find out that you're sort of chaotic evil. I guess I should tell you their alignment. Most of the dragons are chaotic evil, except for the good, and the bronze dragon is lawful good. But other than that, you find that like the ones that are like okay in Bahamut's eyes, which would be like the copper and the bronze ones, are normally good, as opposed to dragons, the red dragons, and green dragons. They're very dangerous. Green ones are very deceptive and always playing the field to appease their higher ups. Red ones are I'm sorry, they're really good in like a fight. Same with white ones are very savage. And black ones are sort of a mix between all of them. They're sort of like generalized, but they do acid damage. Copper ones have been known to do fire. I think that's all you really get in this book. There's not a lot of information on like the chromatic ones that are evil, like the white ones or the blue, or not blue, sorry, white ones or red ones or black ones. You're starting to get a theme that there's a lot of different types of dragons, and all of them extremely dangerous.
Okay. And then can I take this? Can I check out this book? I'll ask librarian person?
Yeah, yeah, sure. 5 gold.
Sure. Okay. And I'll give him.
Okay.
And then I'll head back to the refugee.
Okay. You guys all get back. He seems really into it. He's like tapping his foot, nodding his head to the sort of upbeat music that's going down out here. Yeah. What are you guys up to in this party zone, this party area going down in the refugee?
I guess we'll try to find not Beja, Dryzen. Hey, Dryzen. Well, I mean, I understand why you want to go see Devin and everything, but I guess why did you bring it up all of a sudden now? Did what Sarah say get to you?
It's because of what Sarah said. She made me worry about him.
That's true. Well, I mean, we can always send him a message or scry him to see if we can get like an upper hand. But the last, it's been a while. This dragon hasn't really done anything.
According to Lariza, the dragon's just sitting on the castle. Not really doing anything.
So why would a dragon not do anything? No, you're as lost as I am.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I want to go.
Okay, well, we'll do whatever we can. Especially since you don't, you don't really ask for much. But now that you have, I feel like we have to honor it as soon as we can.
What happened to your dad?
Oh, yeah, he left after dinner. I asked him to go to Wakefield and then he kind of said yes and left. It's no big deal, I guess. It's kind of how I expected him to be, so.
Did you at least hug her?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's okay then.
I think I'll be okay for a bit now that I know he's alive. So what do you think of our new possible recruit, Aaron?
He seems fun and very.
Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna keep him. I kind of want to, but I know there's some disagreement that some people don't want to have an extra risk. But we can't really say, hey, you're too young, because then they'll point at me, and I'm like, well, he has a point.
Yeah, you are a child.
Can't believe he's taller than me. Like, not even by a little bit, but by like a lot. He's like really tall, and he's only, I think, 2 years older than me. Wait, how old am I? 12. 4.
Yeah, he's 18. He's a little bit older than you.
I'll grow big. I wonder how. Wait, how tall is Caius?
Caius is 6'2".
Well, I mean, I'm his son, right? So I'll be at least that tall. And maybe if since Roger raised me, I'll be even taller. Get some like orgies.
Where is Roger?
He's sort of enjoying the music. I'd say he's probably like helping people move stuff. People mistake him as like a worker a lot, so they just ask for his help.
Carbon and Roger just working in the background.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to mind it though. He has a smile on his face. He enjoys helping these people.
Did you ever get in touch with your mom and dad after, the whole key thing and finding out your mom was an ancient and all that good stuff?
Oh. I just remembered what else I was gonna do when I was out in the town.
You guys got a couple days to be here, apparently, so
Oh, brilliant.
you got time.
Oh wait, did you hear what I said? Any
Who,
of you?
me?
Yeah.
What
You're
part?
roboting so hard. For
Hello? Hello? No?
No.
How about now? No? What the heck? What's
Me.
going on?
Basically until the night comes.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, can we hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was asking Dryzen if she's got in contact with her family after the whole finding out her mom's an ancient and the whole key thing, everything that went down.
I haven't talked to my dad since he told me to come home.
Are you going to?
I will. I'm very nervous to use the key again, so I need to contact.
Yeah, I mean, he's a genie, can't he just, I don't know, teleport us there? Why can't he come here?
I don't know, Emil.
Maybe you should ask him that. Alright, I'm done.
I guess we both have dad issues.
So you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Nana, you finish performing, and Aaron is like, "That was really, really amazing, ma'am. That was really good."
I think I've done better, but yeah, that was okay.
We don't have a lot of music where I'm from of that quality, so it's very nice to see you do that for all these people out here that don't have a home anymore.
Oh, these people are pretty much my people. I mean, I not grew up, but well, I ran away and stayed in Brimsgrove for a few years, so we're basically like a family to me.
Oh, this is the stuff the book doesn't talk about. That's really cool. So, what are you guys doing next? What are you guys up to?
I'm gonna head back into town, and I'm gonna see if there's anywhere where I'd be able to buy, like an alcohol flask.
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's like a general store you could probably stop at.
I want to buy 2 of them.
Sure. Mark down 2 silver pieces.
Okay. All right. Silver pieces. Yep. There we go. And I've got 2 alcohol flasks. The bar where Torin was. How close is that?
About a 15 to 20 minute walk from where you're
I'm
at.
gonna head there and yeah.
Okay. The rest of you? Or I guess you guys can even talk out of character, because I genuinely don't know what the fuck you guys are doing next, but...
Yeah,
I want
why are we
get
staying here for a few days?
to train Aaron.
I guess.
or to get to know him better, not to train him, but
Yeah. To become acquainted and to see if he's ready.
to see if he's Nova Master material.
Yeah, fight. I told him to fight me.
I will. What is your weapon, Beja? What is your weapon of choice?
Oh wait, there's a
we use
coliseum
the
here. Isn't there? A fighting pit?
Yeah. No.
Why don't we go to that?
You might need to communicate through the ring you're heading there.
Well, I need to buy something, so I'll guess I'll meet you guys there.
Okay.
Wait, so are we agreeing with this plan?
Are we gonna fight him? Can I fight him?
Well, I mean, maybe we could. Maybe there's like an entry level. See if you can get in. Maybe not fighting class Kristoff straight away, kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe we should just go and ask.
Wait until I get there, just so I can heal in case.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I don't know if that would be fair, but whatever.
No,
Well-
not during the fight, after.
Oh, okay. I see.
Speaking from experience, when I went there for training not too long ago, they have healers there as well.
Wait. So can we just like, hey, we want to just train in a fighting environment?
Well, I mean, I guess you could just spar with him, or you could pin him up against something else, like somebody else, and bet on him. It's sort of like a big betting arena too, like a pit fighting sort of thing.
Wait, did you make money out of it?
No, I did not. I sort of just did mostly training. I don't make the money. I just was inside like the tournament. And I don't think there's. I think the rules are you can't bet on yourself. But I wasn't in it for the money, so.
I think a good idea would be for him to fight all of us. So
All of us at the
One-on-one.
same time?
no, at one at a time.
Okay.
So it's like the opposite of the U fight.
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll meet you at the training pit thing.
Well, I don't know if we should. I don't know if they'll allow it at the Crucible, but I mean, we can
Or
try.
we can go to the palace.
Honestly,
Doesn't the castle have training ground?
You guys can go to the castle.
We can
I
go to
feel
the
like us all beating up on this guy is going to be too rough.
Aaron, what do
Just
you think
being
about
such
it?
a ring.
I think whatever you guys wish, in whatever way you wish to test me, I'm ready to prove myself.
There you have it.
To
I looked
the
Nana-
castle.
Are there healers at the castle?
There's
Yeah, there
Ariza and if anything,
I
there's
was-
Ariza.
I was asking Nana.
Oh, are there?
Sure.
Yeah.
As
sure.
Emil sort of like said, there's Lariza, and then you would know that there are other like just like base level clerics there. The place is guarded well, and yeah.
Yeah, I figured if they trained, they probably would, but
I do need the buy component though, so I want to do that first.
Okay. So, Nana, in order to cast whatever spells you want, it's gonna be. Remember, I calculated this. Hold on, I wrote it down. Oh, for you, it's not that much. Only 175.
Okay.
When you learn a new spell, you'll have to tell me what it is, so I can look at the components you'll need.
All right.
Ugh. So, you guys are heading to the castle. You guys all meet up again
also, what time is it?
at about this point, because Nana said she played well into the night, probably around 5, 6 in the afternoon.
Should we eat first
Yeah, you guys can get something to eat. You guys could even have like
or
a.
after?
Well, you
What do
guys
you
could
guys
like
wanna do?
test him, and you could have one of the maids bring out like food to you guys as you test.
Yeah, let's just do
Well, that wouldn't be fair to him.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'm not there though, unless you guys have been like.
Well, I
communicating
assume
around.
you've like met up again at one point
Oh,
because you went to
yeah,
go buy the
yeah.
flasks,
I wanted
right? And that
to-
was it.
Yeah, I got the flasks, and then I went to Torin because I wanted to get some of the moonshine in the 2 flasks.
Oh yeah. I'll say he
Yeah.
gives you enough to fill 1 flask, but he's like, I gotta keep some for myself.
I say it's for Carbon.
All right, 1.5.
Oh, come on. Do you not want to get completely sauced?
Make a persuasion check.
It's alcohol. Oh, fuck. Here we go. It's
No.
9.
1.5 is plenty.
Alright. I guess I split it so that it's fully even.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, and I meet up with them again and I give Carbon one of them, and I say, don't down it immediately, it's the good stuff.
Jesus.
Okay. Thank you, Argyle.
You say that as you like hand her this as you guys are in the courtyard training. There's like dummies set up, and there's like just a large sparring area. As there are a couple of servants that bring out these dishes full of like small meats and like cheeses. And you guys can, whoever wants to. You see, Aaron is doing like these stretches, and he seems to be pumped up, and he's unhooked the belt that connects his shield to his back, and he puts a shield in his left arm, and he's like, okay, I'm ready for whatever you guys wish to do.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay. So hold on a second.
Most physical of all our group. Behold the mighty Beja.
The strongest.
Watch as her
gonna-
muscles ripple in the...
I'm gonna just like hold my mandolin just in case anything bad happens.
That's not what I want. Hold on.
It's just late in the afternoon, right? Like, it's not dark out. or
Yeah,
anything.
basically how you guys can see is torchlight.
Oh, I've got night vision goggles. I'm watching this in like HD.
Okay, Beja, you're doing it first?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
So you guys are
I'm
10 feet
trying
away from each other, and he is has a shield out. So just roll me initiative.
6.
All right, I gotta find his thing. Sorry. 22.
You fuck.
So he's gonna go first. So he says, okay, I'm gonna come at you now, and he's going to run at you like within what was I fucking talking about? Holy shit, I just lost my mind. He's gonna swing at you with his long sword. Does an 8 hit?
No.
Okay, so he whiffs super hard, and it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Gesh. And
Okay.
say, forfeit the.
Does he make a save?
Yeah, 19 wisdom save.
He has to roll a 19 or 20.
I want to give him Flash of Genius.
It still doesn't work because it's +4, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a plus.
Yeah, so he doesn't make it.
Oh.
So he forfeits the fight. I think you are two matched for me. I forfeit the fight.
Hey, that was easy.
Hey, that's not right. That's not legal.
Hey,
I'm
he
just
forfeited.
It is true. I forfeited the fight. Ma'am, that was a good bout.
I'll shake his hand. And then
Shakes
drop
your
it.
hand.
Does it drop immediately or do I have to drop it?
You, we'll just say you drop it for flavor.
Yeah.
Beja has done her turn. Does anyone else want to challenge you?
I'm waiting for my gold.
I hand you 10 gold and just
Okay.
die.
I'll stand up, I guess. I'll fight.
Okay, so Carmen, give me initiative. It's an honor to fight against you, ma'am. 7.
Well, I rolled a 7 and have a +5, so.
All right, so you go first.
So what I would like to do is I would like to blow the torches out with wind wall, but I don't know if can I do that in a way that it won't get in front of us or hit anyone? I can shape the wall as I please.
Sure, you can make it like dark. It's not dark enough to give him disadvantage. It's only like 6 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was darker than that.
If you want
It's
to
not like here.
right, but you can blow them out for flavor. I'll say you can just like you can blow them out because you have that darkness thing or whatever.
Sure, edginess. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I guess I'll run up and attack.
Okay, roll to hit him.
Hold on, I have to see. Okay, so 21 to hit.
That does hit him. Roll damage on your first
I
one.
hope it hits him. That is a 10 damage.
Okay. You see, you strike into him. You get right just past his shield, and it bloodies his chest. It looks like it was a good hit. He's like, ah.
Okay. Of course, all of my damage is non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 does not hit.
Okay,
He
and then
parries it with his shield.
my last attack. That's a +9, so 25.
Yep, that hits him.
Okay. That is 13.
13 points of damage.
Yep.
He's unconscious.
Okay.
Oh.
He falls to the ground, unconscious. And at this moment, you realize that he is a low-level scrub.
Okay, I will go ahead and
Oh.
cast healing, unless the healers are coming over to bring him up.
Right. I assume you guys are heal him up with the variable spells and stuff like that. We'll say you guys even get him back to his full HP of 22.
Yeah, he has
He
a little
is a-
orangutan dragon hanging out on his shoulder.
He is a level 2 fighter, and
Oh, the
yeah.
boy, the boy.
He gets up and he has like that sort of shonen like, okay, I'm ready to go again. Like he doesn't want to stop.
I don't know if we should just
I mean, if he
Keep-
doesn't want to stop,
can't stop, won't stop.
I
yeah.
I want to be able to prove myself useful to you guys. I want to fight again. I want to go again.
All right.
Who's
Who do
next?
you want to fight?
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know. Nana, ma'am.
Aaron.
Yeah, he has his sword out. Like he just wants to fight you. He wants to prove his worth.
I fling my rapier at his face. And
Roll
say,
an attack.
Oh,
Do you
shit.
really think that you can lose?
Okay, so roll an attack to see if it hits.
Oh, I don't want to hit him. I don't want to attempt
Oh, oh my god.
it. Wait. Yeah,
what?
20. Just 20.
Just 20?
Just 22.
Oh, okay, 22. I was gonna say 20 was a DC, so either way. He sort of like, you throw the rapier at him and he just deflects with a shield and he's just like, I can train more.
Then train. It wasn't even 6 seconds that you lasted.
He just is like stunned, just standing there.
How about how about we train in a different way? Yeah.
Aaron, you're not ready for this. No matter how much you want it.
I am ready. I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
I doubt you could even take me.
He looks up determined. No, I don't think I can. But I want to try.
If you fail against me, you are not a part of Nova Mastra for now.
I don't
For
think
now.
we should do that.
But you
Okay,
can
polymorph.
train. You can get stronger. And you can maybe one day ride with us. Be family.
He just holds his sword. He's ready to fight you.
Can I polymorph him into a T-Rex?
You can if you want.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. Do
Okay,
it.
so how many D8 does the T-Rex get of HP?
Let me look it up.
This is so fucked. Isn't it 12 D8?
136 average.
136? Oh, okay.
Are you rolling for HP?
I was going to, but if you don't want to.
13d12 plus 52.
Jesus.
And when he gets out of it, like he still has like all
Oh,
the
I
health
did.
that he had going into
That's
it, right?
that's on a plus sign. So 61 plus 52,
1, 12, or 13?
113. Okay.
And then he can only do basically just a bite.
So there's a
one
large
bite.
T-Rex
Well,
in the center of the castle. The guards start storming over there, and they're like pointing their spears and crossbows at this T-Rex, about ready to fire at it.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna
Give-
help Beja with the
Okay, give me just persuasion checks, or Beja can have advantage, or
what's your persuasion, Beja?
Shit. It's actually it's +5.
Alright, yeah, you get advantage, Lynn.
Okay.
Alright, go for it.
Oh, 24.
Ooh.
They put their whatever the fuck it's called, their bows and stuff down. And you guys gonna see Nana fight a T-Rex. Roll initiative, Nana.
17.
17. All right. What's the dex of a T-Rex?
0.
Okay. 12. You go first.
Okay. Well, as a free action, can I try to intimidate Beja to drop it?
I mean, you can try to convince the player to drop it, but
I glare rapiers, not daggers, but rapiers, because that's what I use.
nice.
And I say, do you really want this kid to die because of you?
We can bring.
Yeah.
You can't heal.
We can give potions. We've made it this far. I'm with Beja on this.
I can heal, you know. I've
And-
done it a couple of times.
And with this, he's much more viable. Try it out.
Yeah. The worst that could happen.
All right. Let me look at my spells.
Okay.
She is so unamused.
Like, him, and I was just like, no.
I'm gonna use eye bite,
Okay.
and
What
he
kind
has
of
to
save?
make a Wisdom spell save 16.
You want to just roll for this T-Rex since it's basically just a
Sure,
T-Rex page
yeah.
and you have the stats. All right. So
I'm
you're
gonna
you're
give it a
being
+4.
you're being Aaron right
Fine.
now. Plus
Oh.
4, 9. So that's a fail. So what happens?
Asleep, it wakes up. The target falls unconscious, and it wakes up if it takes any damage. Or the creature can use its action to. A creature can use its action to wake it, sleep, like shake it awake.
Also, like
just
heal
sleep.
sleep for a turn.
It just says falls unconscious. Wakes up if it takes any damage, or somebody else shakes him.
What's the duration?
Wait, what spell is this? I'm sorry.
I
Well,
like.
That's a 6th level, isn't it?
Yeah, I only have one 6th level slot.
Concentration up to a minute.
Yeah. Okay, a minute.
Oh, she's picking the asleep feature of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry, I just have to read the wording of it. Sorry. Okay, so it falls asleep.
Yeah.
Why do they use unconscious? That makes me feel like it should be at 0 hit points, but then it says it wakes
Yeah.
up.
I looked up polymorph just to make sure that if they fall asleep, it's still there. But so I'm good. It's still up.
So we have a
That's
sleeping
so
T-Rex.
weird. So the T-Rex just collapses to the ground and just loudly starts snoring. You have I guess you have a minute.
Yeah.
A minute to argue.
Yeah.
So I guess that'll end my first turn since I can't do anything.
Right.
And
You got a minute. You can be out of combat if you want, unless you want to hit him.
no, I'm not gonna hit him yet.
Okay. In a minute, I'll say he wakes up, but depending on how everything goes, it'll depend.
So I'm going to not super forcefully backhand Beja.
Whoa. I guess roll to hit to see if Beja loses concentration.
Damn it. What do I add to this?
Your strength.
That's a 2.
So
Barely.
you just see, you see Nana try to backhand you, Beja, and you Matrix just like woof out of the way.
Hey, you're supposed to fight him, not me.
Drop it now. I must fight him, not a T-Rex.
But we can take him on, but he's still useful in the party. Like,
I don't want him dying.
That's not your decision to make. You can't keep everyone here in Daxio thinking that they're gonna be safe. Let them make their own decisions.
No. If you don't want him to die, how to protect himself. Don't just deny him the opportunity to learn. Teach him what you know. Improve him.
That's fine, but taking him with us isn't. You know what we face.
Exactly.
And
We
we
thought
were
they
like
were
him
going to
once.
decide-
We were like him
Did you
once.
think you were gonna live? right? When you fought the when we all fought the Aboleth, did any of us think, yeah, we're gonna get out of this fine? This totally isn't certain death. Anyone?
I mean,
Or
I thought
the-
I was gonna die
Nope.
for sure.
Or
Exactly.
that creature with the bone face that we fought and you ran away with?
I know that I'm the weak here.
You're not.
But
I'm
that
not
means
saying
nothing.
you're
You're not
weak.
weak.
I'm
He
saying
will
we've
be-
improved.
Exactly.
We have grown stronger. We all started out weak. We didn't know what we were doing. Why do you think keeping him here is gonna make him any stronger?
Let's be honest. In the very beginning, I think we pretty much got away by the skin of our teeth. The only thing that saved us was dumb luck and a whole bunch of kobolds who I'll never forget that. Oh, we've only got a little bit of gold. Giant gold bars. But still, we improved, got better. We became more skilled at everything we can do. So why not teach him to do the same?
I can also train him in archery so he's not so close to the enemies if you're concerned about that.
And if we find anything that's too above his level, we can just keep him off to the.
I don't like this. I don't want someone to die because of me.
Protect him.
He has all of Nova Mastron to protect them. He'll
Yeah, this is a burden you don't take upon yourself. You know, we all have to deal with that decision.
The spell is starting to wear off. You got about 10 seconds.
Drop it. I will give him a fair fight, but I won't tell him to leave.
Shit. Sure, I'll drop it.
Okay, so Aaron wakes up. He gets off the ground. He puts his sword in the ground, has to sort of brace himself, and he just looks like he's really confused. Like he was at a higher perspective, and then now he is not. Roll me initiative again if you're actually going to fight him.
Oh, I'm getting some great rolls right now. That is 12.
All right, he doesn't have a lot of dex, so let's see if he's able to beat you.
Yes.
16. Okay, so he's gonna go first. Do for this little boy.
Should that
Oh, actually, okay, yeah, sure. Let me. If it one-handed, so it is an 8 hit.
No.
He's going to action surge and
Yay!
hit you again. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Just bonk onto the shield, one after the other, and he looks
Sure.
like as you're sort of he's striking at your shield, you can feel the determination in his strikes, like he's really has something to prove, and you can see it in his eyes as he's striking, but that's all that he can do. Yeah, he's within 5 feet of you right now, though.
I guess I'll make it a fair fighting hit with my rapier.
Okay.
Another 9 on the dice. That is
Total?
No, let me count. 16.
16 misses. He's a tanky boy. You go to strike him and he deflects it with his shield.
My bonus action attack is rolling the same way, right?
Yeah, it's just with a lower hit dice.
17.
Misses.
That's
Unless
not
it's-
it. I have to count.
But then it probably hits. His AC is 19.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
So that I'm just gonna click this so I can do the damage in the game.
3.
3, yeah.
Okay. You see him get cut across the face. There's like a scratch across his right cheek now. He's gonna attack you again. Longsword. There's an 11 hit.
Nope.
Is this adding it right? I feel so bad for my boy here. Yeah, it is. Well, he doesn't have anything else. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm
What's your
gonna.
AC on?
18.
Oh,
18 miss. Oh wait, total
Yeah, 18 total.
misses. What?
No, it's 18. I wanted it to be 20, but it isn't 20 yet, because Argyle can only do +1.
Your bonus action attack?
Oh, no, I haven't rolled yet. I just rolled for my first attack.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, roll. Are you rolling for your bonus action?
No, just we were talking about my AC, not my attack.
I understand. Okay,
So I have 20 to hit.
that hits.
Oh.
Just one over his AC.
ooh.
I gotta look up damage again. D8 plus, is it plus my dex?
Rapier, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
9.
Oof. Okay, he's getting lower and lower. Strike into him. You have your bonus action attack.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. He's determined to hit you at least one time. But he's gonna swing with his longsword, misses, and as his bonus action is gonna use Second Wind.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get 1d10 plus 2.
My fighter boy.
It's your turn.
Okay.
He heals 12 hit points.
Ooh.
He's back to full. You see that he is so determined. Something inside of him, just like his wounds just start like healing. You see, like he's just getting started. He's super determined.
So I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
That's for my main attack. For my bonus action, I rolled a 3, so neither of those hit.
Just chink chink, just right off of his shield. He is super determined, and he just wants to hit you one time. So he keeps swinging.
Oh,
18.
Neat.
18.
He's gonna do damage to you then. 5 slashing damage.
Oh no, I'm wounded.
You see that he gets past your shield, past your armor, past your defense, and does 5 slashing damage to you. It's your turn. He's got nothing else.
Are we all like golf clapping in the background? Just like.
I don't know. What are you guys doing? What do you guys? How are you guys feeling out there back?
I'm rooting for my boy.
Alright.
Give him
You
a
can
golf
do it.
clap.
Alright.
I
Shut
kind of
up.
want to do something sneaky.
Oh.
Dude,
To
Just
verify,
to verify. Yeah, to verify.
are you wanting to do something sneaky or
No,
not?
No.
Okay. Alright. No, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, wow, good, and then I'm gonna roll. That does not hit.
At least he's tanky, I guess.
Yeah, I miss, and then because he healed, I'm gonna use Healing Word at level 1.
Oh shit, you're gonna heal up his 5 damage now! As you cast a spell, he uses his Mage Slayer feature,
Ooh.
Nice.
and he's going to make a melee weapon against you again. He's gonna see if he can hit you. He sees you start casting, and he employs some military tactics against mages. 19 hit,
Hits.
6 points of slashing
wow.
damage.
Do I still heal that?
So he did a let me read the specifics of it. Let me see what the order is. When a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, you use your reaction to make a melee attack against the creature. I will say, because it says when someone has cast a spell, you finish casting it, and his reaction is to immediately strike you right after.
Okay.
So you're full health, and then you take 6 damage.
See, he's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
So that's my turn.
NP magic capabilities.
Oh, it's his turn, right? Okay, he's gonna swing at you again. 20.
One.
Hits.
Oh,
He's so determined, and he's like really going at it, and you can see it in his eyes. There's a fire brewing in there. 7 points of slashing damage.
Let me take that off. Alright.
He's got nothing else. Your turn. He's already used his action search.
I hit.
Alright,
It's
roll
like
your damage.
16 plus 4 plus 3.
Yeah, that hits him.
So proud. So proud of him.
4 damage.
Okay.
And,
You have your offhand.
19.
That hits him, meets his armor class.
So I'm just gonna do this again, just to do it in the game. 2.
He's getting lower. His turn is gonna swing at you.
Misses.
6.
Ooh.
Your turn. Back and forth.
I miss. I hit.
All right, roll your d4.
I'm just gonna do roll 1d4. 1.
All right, you're slashing into him. You're barely scraping past his armor. He's gonna go again. Nope.
Misses.
It's your turn.
Hits.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a natural 8. Plus 3, that is 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
Yeah.
I think he's gone.
He's got 4 HP, but he's still standing. He's
just
looking
gonna-
like really tired, like you're getting into his armor, and poking him in the right places with your rapier, and he's just breathing very heavily, and he looks up at you, and very tiredly swings his sword again. 10.
Misses.
It's your turn.
Ooh, I miss on my first attack.
You got your D4 attack.
I also miss on that.
All right, still tired, breathing heavily with the backhand swing. Ugh, it swings again, right back towards you.
Ooh,
18.
yeah, that hits.
This one strikes you. 3 slashing damage.
This
and he
is
just-
amazing.
You see that he is panting heavily. He has every time he slashes, he has to support himself with his sword on the one side, and he's just looking up at you after getting a couple hits in. He just has a slight smile on his face.
You're so cute. I miss. Damn it. All right,
Next
well,
attack.
same thing, I miss.
All right.
Hey,
He says, "Thanks," and he swings again. 15.
Misses.
All right, your turn.
Miss.
Oh,
And,
no, you don't
22.
know.
that hits.
Oh,
Don't
no.
roll a 4.
oh, I have D4s, I can roll a 4. I
Yeah.
rolled 2.
Okay, so he's at 2 HP. He's looking even more messed up. You pierce him in the shoulder. He drops his shield and he's swinging with 2 hands. With he's given up using his shield.
Oh,
he grabbed
Jesus.
both hands on his sword and he's swinging
Oh shit.
really hard.
But he missed.
He misses with, and then he just looks up at you. His AC has gone down. Now his shield's down. See if you can hit him. Tell me what you get.
I'm gonna sheathe my rapier. And I'm gonna say, Aaron, you proved yourself today. I didn't think you'd get a single hit on me, but you did. And I'm gonna extend my hand.
Thank you, ma'am. And he takes your arm.
I shake it.
He shakes it. You see that he's a very tired boy.
We will train more, but I'm not very good at healing. If anything bad happens, I need to promise me you will stay safe.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Alright, go get some lunch. You're the only one who hasn't eaten yet.
He's bloody. He's at 2 HP.
Snuggly,
I'm
Ricky
gonna
Cam,
go
Dragon Snuggles.
All right. You guys fill him up to full. He took a short rest, spent hit dice, whatever. He's full again. Yeah. He seems very happy, and he seems to be very cheerful now that he's proved himself. And
Nova Master.
well, he's an intern.
Well,
But so
Not officially, yeah.
basically, if you guys do take him with you, I think I explained a little bit about the break. He's gonna level up with you guys. So he's at level 2, so he should start gaining stuff pretty quickly. But he levels up by experience numbers. But whatever you guys kill, I divide it by an 1/8 and then give it to him.
Come on, give him a level for that spectacular fight.
You go. Bro.
He did so.
I mean, he lasted pretty long.
Yeah.
Level
He
2
gets to
versus
It's a
level
BVA.
11.
Yeah.
And level 2!
What'd you guys think of the Mage Masher thing? Did you not
That-
expect
I-
that?
I did not expect
I
that.
did.
And
Yeah,
he
I
hit.
was
Yeah.
when I was making him, I was like, I gotta give him something because if they do take him, I gotta give him something that's gonna be like an oh shit. So I was like, well, he's a variant human. I'll give him a feature. What's a cool feature? Oh, Mage Matcher is pretty cool. You guys enjoy the rest of your night meeting with all of you. The guards now disperse after watching because there's quite a bit of guards just like watching the fight, getting ready to like save the fucking princess from the dinosaur, and then it turned into just this. They were just sparring, and then they were like just watching.
Right, not
Um,
much else to do.
If any.
Yeah.
Oh, well, while we're eating, it's like, if anything, if we want to give them something small to train, we could guide the Brimsworth people through the bandit camp.
I suppose we could.
I don't hate that idea. I think that's a very good idea.
Thank you.
We could get everyone back home. We could have the airship like meet us there.
What about
Yeah, we could do
what
we
about
did
your
with this.
friend, Miss Dryzen? Will he be okay?
I'm not sure.
I can scry him tonight and see if he's okay.
Yeah,
Check with him. Usually, well, I think I know him a little better now, so maybe my scry will work better. We'll see.
I think it would be better to see what's going on.
To walk to Brimsworth,
That'd be a
Try to
couple
clear out the
days.
bandits or whatever.
probably about a week.
Well, can we fly there? Fly to like the
Wait,
bandit camp?
You guys,
yeah,
so
wasn't the bandit camp like here-ish?
yeah, because when you guys were flying to Belond, the bandits had flying griffins that they were riding, and they attacked the ship.
Hmm. So
That's
the
why you guys had that encounter, is because you're flying right over the bandit camp.
Oh, how long
so
would it
can we
take us
just
to
like
fly
go to
there?
the bandit camp and
Probably not even. Probably about a day, maybe. A little less than 24 hours.
Fly there, take care of it, go to the Chalice right next door.
sure, yeah.
So,
So-
yeah.
You guys doing that now, or you guys want to go to bed and do all the stuff, or?
We should
I can
rest.
go sleep on the ship.
True, you guys could.
Well, do we have any other business, Nana? Do you want to stay here or say goodbye to anybody or anything like that?
Well, I need to say goodbye to my parents. Whatever you guys decide. I'm a bit cloudy recently, sorry.
I like Beija's idea. We could just sleep on the ship. Give us a head start.
Yeah.
I think we're good on potions. Everyone good on potions and things?
Oh yeah, I mean, Aaron got some. Aaron mostly got. Aaron got. Who wants a greater healing?
I think I could use one because I don't have a potion anymore.
Alright. You have the greater. Aaron, you should
Oh,
definitely take one of the.
You know,
Yeah, and I have these 3 potions we bought earlier. If we're wanting to disperse them, is that what we're doing?
well, hold on. I have 3 potions and 2 greater, so never mind. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Then you don't need the.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I mean, if you want one of my potions, I can. Anyone need?
I say, let's give Aaron a greater, just in case.
I have a greater.
Yeah, I know. You keep it.
Oh, okay. I see. Sorry, sir. I misunderstood you,
Don't call
sir.
me sir. Informal.
Sorry,
dude,
sir.
come on. Just
damn it.
Argyle. We're equal. Alright?
Our
Not
guy.
higher than you or anything like that. We're equal. In fact, you know what? To prove it, let's shake hands. And I like extend my right hand, but I'm gonna like slightly loosen it so that if he shakes it, it comes off.
Okay.
Come on, shake my hand.
He shakes your hand.
It comes off.
Yeah, it comes off. He's like,
My
"Ah,
hand!
oh
My
no!"
hand!
What did you do?
What did
He
you
tries,
do?
he,
My
he
arm!
tries shoving it back in the spot.
Oh my God,
fine.
Aaron.
It's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, no.
It comes off anyway.
Oh, I
At
thought there was
least now I can
something
make-
with it. That was really strange.
Man,
That's
this is
fine.
bringing
Hey.
a lot of deja vu. Didn't
At least
Alpheus
now I
did
can
that
make
to
jokes
you?
like, hey, can I lend you a hand? Yeah? Anyone? No? Beja? Can I lend you a hand?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very funny, Argyle.
Ugh.
So what?
Actually, I could use a hand.
Alright, here you go. I just give you my arm.
I put it in my pack and walk off.
Wait, no, I actually need that back.
Oh, you need a hand, Argon?
God, you motherfuckers.
I stop and I return it.
I just put it back on.
Okay.
Aaron,
I guess we're heading out tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
welcome to the family.
Thank you. I won't disappoint you. I won't let you down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Aaron, make sure you got everything because we're gonna go to the ship.
The ship. Oh, I haven't sailed in a very long time. Wait, or is this the?
It's the airship.
This is the airship.
Yeah.
Let's go. He like gets all like stone faced, like cool for a second. He's like, "Let's go. I must see." You go and say goodbye to your mom and your pop and your little baby brother.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to play through, or you just give them a?
Just hugs, give my like brother a kiss on the forehead, and just be like, I'll be back when I can.
Goo goo gaga, and then your dad says, "Be safe," and your mom kisses your forehead.
So Beja. Let's start typing
Yeah.
in Infernal.
Jesus. Wait, Inferno.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to make you think he knew Infernal. He doesn't know shit.
Okay. I was like, does it bother you that he's also just really tall?
He's 5'7", guys. Relax.
He's also 18. You have to
Okay.
Remember, like, Emil
I thought he
hasn't
was
hit 30
16.
yet.
Well, he looks around 16. You haven't asked him how old he is yet.
Aaron,
Thought he
how old
was-
are you?
no, didn't
Well,
he
no,
say-
he said that because like
Yeah,
I'm a
he said he
child.
was 18.
He said I'm almost 18. I'm pretty much an adult.
Almost 18, pretty much is 18.
So you think he's somewhere between 16 and 18.
And yeah, and you're what 20 and I'm 12, but still I'm really short.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
20. I'm 17, but my
It's the
birthday
Infernal
is.
to Beja.
Oh wow, my mistake. Sorry to mess up your immersion, boys and girls. Go back to what you're doing.
So do you think we just like cut his legs?
No, just I don't know. You like, it feels weird that he looks up to us, but he doesn't because he has to look down.
Well, I mean, I've been short like my entire life, so I'm kind of used to it. But you have a lot of time to grow.
I just want to be taller than him one day. Okay.
Maybe you can find like magical boots that make you.
No, maybe.
Boots of the Goliath.
Yeah, just enchant boots with like enlarge.
Well, I mean, technically together you're 4 feet tall and 4'7". We're like an 8'7" tiefling mob.
So we're gonna like kind of just like stand on your shoulder.
Sure, I can try to carry you. I'm not very strong.
If you want to try.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna climb up Emil's back.
Sorry,
I'm
that was one of the
55
moments.
Pounds.
I had to leave.
This
Oh,
is so
really?
weird to watch because none of us have context as to why they're doing this.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
we're
speaking
just
in
watching
Infernal,
it
and then I
happen.
just start climbing up Emil's.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna say nothing in Infernal.
You know I don't speak that language. What are you doing?
Why'd she hiss at us?
We're becoming tall in Inferno.
We
I
are
Why
still
are they
don't
both
speak that
hit-
language.
Why are they hissing?
To answer your question, Carbon, I know a little bit of Dwarvish, but mostly just swear words.
Ah,
Yeah,
the important
that's
stuff.
fitting.
A lot of the like people in my regiment, there's a couple of them are dwarves and they talk to each other, and they sort of started teaching me. So I only know mostly swear words, but I can understand Dwarvish.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try to move Beja closer to Aaron so we can feel tall.
Wow, that's pretty fun. He just looks up at you.
There's a dog.
Yeah. Who's looking up now?
Oh,
Is that also an infernal?
Yes.
damn.
Just hissing at Aaron. Weird.
Okay.
So I ask Beja in Abyssal.
Wait,
what are you
Beja,
doing?
Inferno. Go on his shoulders and you can even be
Jesus.
even taller.
Oh shit, you're right. So in Abyssal, I'll respond. We're trying to be.
I relay that in common.
You fucker! I trusted you.
betrayed
and then-
Oh, I'm actually pretty insecure about my height too. I wish I was a lot taller.
I hate you. I don't say that out loud.
You're kicked out.
I don't know.
You
It seems like all the really cool people are like 6 foot or taller. You know?
No,
I
we
think that
don't.
there's-
We're cool and short.
Well, I think so too. But it always seems like all the adults are really tall and yeah.
You see, Emil, we gotta break the mold. We gotta be the cool short people.
I see. Okay. We gotta spread the word that short people are cool too.
Is this all an infernal?
Yes.
Okay.
Just, I
It's such
love
an
this image.
unsettling language. It's why are you
love-
hissing at each other?
Just two little tieflings hissing at each other with the most determined faces ever. I love-
Let me
So-
get... Oh, continue.
You guys are heading to the dock.
yeah.
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 Okay.
Oh.
You guys are able to find the ship. You guys are able to round up all of the crew. Introduce your new party member to all of them. He seems way more interested with the ship. He seems to really enjoy it on pier. And yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I would like to scry on
time?
Devin.
Okay.
Answer Argyle's
Mm.
question.
I was just asking what like time it was. I'm assuming
At-
it's late-ish.
Yeah, it's like at this point, getting done with everything. I'd say it's about like maybe 8, almost close to 9. So I'm gonna roll for Devin. It was going to be a 16, but it is a 3.
Woo!
So you succeed. You immediately see he is talking to some other people at a table. Do you just listen for a little bit, or do you interrupt?
I'll listen for a little bit, see what they're talking about.
Okay. Some guy across the table says, "We can't keep sending people in there to do what the dragon asks because they're not coming back." And Devin just says, I know, and that's why I think we need to send for help at Lorelei, but I know how the elves are.
Well, we can
So
help.
I was thinking,
Hello.
pardon me, everybody. And in his mind's like, Emil?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey. So, first question. What color is the dragon that you're fighting again?
It's red one.
Red. Okay. Well, that's really bad. Okay. Second question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not really a question. What kind of?
Okay.
You kind of answered it. So you do need help.
Yes, I guess I should explain the situation. How long do you have?
Less than 10 minutes now.
So, starting. This place is full of treasure hunters. The dragon sends the treasure. The dragon cannot get inside the mountain to get the treasure. It's warded. So he has to send the smaller races in. If he doesn't, he is threatening to destroy the whole town and everyone in it. Doesn't let anybody leave. And yeah. So we're going to need some more people.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how urgent is the situation?
Right now, he's not doing anything because currently there was a group of treasure hunters that went in.
How long
He just wait. He usually waits about 2 days every time one goes in. If they don't come back within 2 days, he demands more people go in.
Oh, shit. Well, Dryzen really wants to help you, so if I tell her this information...
Is she okay? Is she... how is she?
She's good. We saved all of Lustamines. She is worried about you, so I'm going to tell her this, and we're probably going to try and head your way and help.
Okay. If you do, be very careful. You need to come in, and he starts like going through details about where exactly you need to come in. How are you getting here? Boat? Are you walking by foot?
Flying through a ship.
I don't think that's a good idea. It is a dragon. If you can land towards the south side, far away from where the sound is, without being spotted by the dragon, I can lead you in. When are you thinking about getting here?
I will get back to you on that information because I have to relay this information to my team members.
Okay. We'll try to hold the fort here.
Okay. I think that is it. Wait. Who else is there to help you?
Just mostly people of the council. There is a small regiment of militia here.
What about you travel? Well, never mind. Okay. Alright, I'll get back to you maybe tomorrow. Can I scry on you again? I think I can. Maybe later today. I'll let you know.
Okay, I'm awaiting your favorable reply. Now if you excuse.
Okay, goodbye.
Scry ends.
Alright, wait, scry ends, and I just turn around, like, well, you said Loriza said he's fine, right?
She said the dragon's not doing anything.
Okay, well, things are not fine, and let's get the group together.
All right.
And I start explaining the situation. So yeah, every 2 days they send more people in, and then the dragon is like, "Give me more people. Where is my treasure?"
Do you think if we get the treasure, they'll leave?
Possibly. I didn't really talk to the dragon.
Can you scry on a dragon?
I think so, but I don't know its name. Which will make it very hard. Though, and I also think it'll be very angry. Also, it's a red. I'm sorry about the yellow. It's red.
Oh, reds are bad.
I mean, we could get there and then ask. What was his name? Devin?
Devin.
Yeah,
Really quick before you continue though, when you said golden dragon, I was like, I know I didn't say that because golden dragons have like 600 HP and they're like the most fucking powerful ones. I was like, whoa. Anyways, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, when we get to Murfield, we can probably just talk to Devin and he'll fill us in on Mur stuff. He might even know the dragon's name, and from there we could scry on it in safety. Make a deal.
Well, yes, that's the problem is, it kind of interferes with our plan again.
Yeah, I mean, as well as that, we could just let them sort out their own problems. We don't always have to be the heroes in everything. There are other groups out there in the world.
Well, it's been since about a month, so if they were gonna get any help, I think they would have done so.
This is a worthy cause for Nova Mastra. These people need our help.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
If we go and deal with it, I say that we deal with it in the most passive way possible. No fight. At least we try to avoid it at all costs.
Yeah, I think trying for the treasure might be a good way to at least see what happens.
So do you just want to head straight to Murfield instead? Or maybe get the bandits?
Well, do we want to train them on the? Well, we can stop by the bandits.
To be honest, yeah. I'm hesitant to go there, even though we could probably deal with it in a more passive, non-aggressive, or no fight, provoking way. I'm just worried about what would happen if we put Aaron in that situation.
Oh yeah, Aaron, you're not going inside.
Well, it's a little bit unfair to just cut him completely out of an adventure.
Well, I mean, he can do the
understand.
bandit.
I made a promise with Nana. If you think I'm not going to be able to survive, I'm true to my word. I won't go.
It's unfair then.
Okay.
Well, no, it's good that you don't want to go into danger. It's very good, and I think we're all proud of you for actually sticking to the promise that you made with Nana. But it feels wrong to just cut you out of the group. I mean, you're not right now. You're not official Nova Master, but should at least give you a chance. Should take you
See what he does.
Depending on the bandit camp, surely he could go with us into the mountain to get the treasure. If it's a confrontation with the dragon, he should not be with us on that.
Maybe we should decide how the dragon, kind of pans out, and depending if he lets us in, then he can join. But if things don't look that way, then maybe he should stay on the airship for easy escape.
I do have an idea.
Yeah.
The
famous idea.
Why do every time you say that, you fucking laugh?
2 for 37.
Those are my 4 cursed words. I have an idea. We do still have 2 wishes. If we're not completely sure of our abilities to persuade a red dragon to maybe not burn us to a crisp, could use a little bit of wish magic to, make him a bit more agreeable.
I think so. Maybe after we get the treasure, if he's like, well, I'm going to kill you anyways. Oh.
Yeah, I say make a deal beforehand.
Well, okay, so from this book I got, I'm going to pull out the book. The book says that dragons are chaotic evil. So I feel like if we got the treasure, there might be a good chance that he might just say fuck you anyway.
Could change his alignment.
What if the treasure is like a really good weapon and we just use it against him?
We could change his alignment.
I want to burn
It would work into our favor if we get him to make a deal where we will find the treasure, but his alignment is one where he follows laws and contract to a T.
No, he's not. Unless he wants to change it first.
I'm just saying, no, like I'm saying we change it so that his alignment fits in with someone who would follow contracts and laws to a T.
Well, why don't we just make him good if that's the case?
We make a deal with him where we will find the gold, but we've never agreed to give it. Boom.
Or
He
we can
sticks
just,
to his word, he doesn't kill anyone, and we get go-
If we're changing his alignment, we might as well make it lawful good and tell him to go away.
Yeah, we could do that as well, and then just plunder the treasure for ourselves. It solves pretty much every problem, actually. We just need to know his name. And where
Or
the
we could
wish.
just fight him. And save
That's
a wish.
dangerous. Besides, there's better ways to solve things than just, shooting it and hitting it with spells.
Well, there's a better way to solve things than wishing him away.
Oh, I'm sorry, what do you want me to do? Grown up and... What if I pulled out my... Okay,
Oh,
hold
many a
I know I had a spell on
A lot of time.
Yeah, but I've never shot anyone with it unless, I'm actually in a fight.
Not the point.
It is the point. I mean, you guys have your hands out all the time, and I've seen what you cast from them. You don't see me getting, all upset that you're, waving your hands around.
No,
I'm gonna wave my hands
that's
around
different.
menacingly.
Okay, so let's focus so we can go do the bandits, maybe train him a little bit more while we're on there, get the Brimsworth people safely back to Brimsworth, and then we can head to Murfield. How long will it take us to get to Murfield? It's an important question.
Good question. I'll have to put this down to answer. 40 miles in a day.
Wait, where's Murfield? On the.
It's
oh.
near.
I feel
What, like 4 days?
down here.
One day to the Golden Chalice. We'll say 1 day to the bandit camp, roughly. 2, 3, 4 days roughly.
I thought we were gonna take a wide berth of Murfield just so that the dragon doesn't spot us.
Yeah, I drew up like a weird path, but I don't know how far away we need to be for it to not see us.
I'm guessing these little houses here are where like actual Murfield is, right?
Mm-hmm. It's inside of like a cool little cratered mountain.
So in that case, how large is like the little hill area here?
They're pretty large. They're like volcano heights.
So we could go from here to here and then go around here.
Well, so it is a map. So even if you're just like this, like just this arrow's head distance away, it's out of sight. You guys can you just have to enter from this side.
Oh, okay.
So it's just gonna be 4 days travel. Cause like, you know, if you guys were to like, you know, you have to be a fucking eagle eye to see fucking, you know,
Is it a
hundreds and
dragon?
hundreds of miles. Yeah.
Mm.
But I'm taking into account that you guys are being careful.
Okay.
Okay, so 4 days. Okay, I'm gonna.
Roughly.
Roughly 4 days. I'm gonna scry him again and tell him this information. Is there anything else that I need to tell him? Or for him to tell me?
What's
Tell
the
them
name
to
of
be
the?
safe.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Drazen.
To be
Go on.
safe? Okay.
What's the treasure?
Okay, anything else?
Its name?
Boxers or briefs?
Yeah. Whatever its name is, because that might help us.
Okay, let me just do it here. That way I can pop out and tell you guys everything. So, scry on him again. I think I can do that. Because he didn't fail the first time.
I think you can too. So,
And he's expecting me.
so I'm not even gonna roll. Woo! Yeah, you see him again. He seems to be just patiently waiting, tapping his foot, waiting to hear from you.
Okay, cool. 4 days. Still gives about 4 days to get there. Question. Do you know what the treasure is? And do you happen to know the dragon's name?
I don't know the dragon's name. The treasure is supposed to be some sort of large amount of wealth and magnificent treasure that some pirate king or something left here a long time ago.
Cool.
But it was only recently found out that it was here, and that's all I know. I don't know the name. He just refers to himself as, you know, our masters. He keeps referring to himself as master.
Not a very nice dragon, I see. Okay.
He is very evil, although he is being very polite, considering he could destroy this entire town with a mere, you know, breath of his. So
And it's something that he can't even get into. Is it just because there's like a castle in the way, or
that's so whatever it is with this mountain, it seems to be whenever this pirate king died or whatever. I'm not too sure. I haven't much been reading up on it, but what the locals say is that he is his tomb here, and it's full of traps, undead, monsters of all kinds, and the only way to get in is through the first entrance. There's a big like open door that needed to find the key. Well, the dragon found the key, but the dragon can't get in it. No matter how hard the dragon tried to dig through the mountain, it wasn't able to. So it opens the door for whoever goes in, and he needs people to go in there, get it, bring it back out.
okay?
But we've already sent people in, 8 different groups, I mean, and none of them have come back.
That's a lot. Okay. Well, we can get there in 4 days.
4 days. So I will try to buy time but I'm certain he'll send one more group for sure. At the most, 2.
Okay, we'll try to get there as fast as we can. If I think you
I
have,
understand.
you also have Scryer messages. Let one of us
Yes.
know if anything goes awry, and we'll see you in maybe 4 days if all goes well.
Okay.
And be
I will see you
safe.
then.
Says Ryzen.
She asked about me.
Of course, she always does.
I will. Tell her I miss her.
I
Well,
will.
okay. Goodbye, Emil.
Goodbye, Devin.
It's Brian's.
I vomit all this out again. It's almost like you guys could hear it.
Undead? Should we? Can we get holy water? Is that a thing that works? Does that work?
I
Holy
hiss.
water?
Yeah, of course you'd hiss.
I know that some of my fire can do way bright light that hurts undead.
Hmm.
I hiss.
What is
Uh,
with everyone
in-
hissing?
In military, they train me about fighting sort of like undeads and like ruins for like necromancers and stuff. I was part of a regiment the one time, went into the forest not too far from Eldry to, and he just sort of like sees that everyone's just staring at him. I can go and help too. Well, let's see how it goes. You guys let me know. I just want to help. Okay.
What did they teach you exactly about fighting undead? Any
Just that-
strategy?
Check every body, make sure, don't ever keep one, don't ever. I'm trying to think of the words as a DM. What the fuck am I talking about?
I look at
Good.
Beja and Argo.
What?
Like if
Don't
there's a
keep
body, well, don't keep a body. Don't if there are sarcophaguses and they're not open, it might be a good idea to inspect them for traps, open them, see if there's a body inside. If so, depending on the situation, maybe decapitate them. Things like that. Just if you see a body, it's probably gonna get up.
Alright. Anyone else know any little tips and tricks about undead? Best we go in knowing as much as we can.
You know, if we can
I
get Devin to join us, that would be a big help. He is a cleric.
Do they have any weaknesses?
Holy light.
Can I do a check to recall weaknesses? They're a favorite
like-
enemy of mine.
Oh, absolutely. You would just know that, like holy magic and stuff like that.
Okay.
Divine sort of magic. Most of turn undead, stuff like that. So if you had a cleric, it would be very, very good.
Get a cleric in a bottle.
Which
Told
Devin
him.
is. Devin is a
Bringing
cleric.
Devin. Yeah, bringing Devin would be very good.
I can
they
also
are-
do radiant damage.
And Emil's radiant damage spell that will blind me is also very good.
I'll try not to aim at you. We should make you like those things that. Oh,
I
I've
can
already forgot her
try
name.
and make
No!
you some glasses to help. If that's
Illyria!
what
I
you want.
forgot her name!
Oh.
Coven, if you want, I can try and make you some glasses to help with the brightness.
I just kind of mess your hair, Emil, and I say, it'll be fine. I'm kidding.
I might actually head to one of the temples tomorrow morning then.
Aren't you
Well,
guys?
the
You guys are on the
airship.
airship.
Yeah, I know. Like tomorrow, like we haven't set off yet, have we?
You're very
You're about-
tired.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
sleep on the airship on the way there.
I
Oh.
assumed you guys are waiting for the crew to set up all the things, and then you guys are gonna take off when you tell me when you guys want to
Think
go.
Devin can bless water.
I don't think
doesn't
any of you have any clerical backgrounds.
Do you think?
Can
I
Alistair
do
bless
that?
Can my clerics make unholy water?
Ooh, yeah, there's a question.
Your clerics are making holy water, but it'd be a different deity.
Well, right, but the clerics of my people can make unholy water.
Well, I mean, you worship
So-
Alistar. Doesn't that count as cleric?
So,
Yeah.
so theoretically, I mean, it would make sense for me to extrapolate that normal clerics could make holy water.
Well, yeah, you guys would know that it's blessed. It has to be blessed. But it's almost like enchanting an item. You have to enchant the water. And it's never something that's like you can do, and it gets harder the more. Like, if it's holy water, it's probably not going to do much for, like, you could throw it on someone and do damage, as opposed to something like holy oil, which would take much longer to actually enchant or whatever.
You know who probably has some of that pre-made? Your dad, Nana. He's a paladin, right?
No, he's a fighter.
Oh, what a shame.
You sarcastic fucks.
Yeah, we could probably hit him up and see if he's got anything we could take.
Hey, big boy, got some oil?
Let's do. Is anyone proficient in religion?
Yeah.
Beja, give me a religion check.
Warlocks are just yeah. A warlock
Can
is just
someone give me advantage?
I can give you a
If
plus
they could
4.
describe to me how they give you advantage and it makes sense, I'll allow it.
Can I give inspiration?
Sure.
Okay.
I can give you a plus 4 from Flash of Genius.
So you get +4 and an inspiration dice. Donna, how are you inspiring Beja?
Singing a song about those undead.
Holy.
Okay, that inspiration.
Holy, give us one.
So, natural 2 plus 11 plus 9 plus 4.
Wow. Okay.
So how much?
So natural 2, that's plus 24.
Plus 11, right?
Plus 2, so that's 26, right? Wait,
Sure.
am I doing that wrong? My plus 11 plus the 9
Right, I
is
think
20.
with that many
Yeah.
bonuses, you're able to do it.
Okay.
You would know, like, with your tips of going to the Temple of Ioun and you guys briefly visit the Temple of Pelor, that they don't readily sell that sort of stuff. You'd have to go and have them enchanted, and it might take a couple days.
Oh shit, it'll take a couple days.
That's why I was saying we should probably hit Nana's dad up, because he most likely already has that stuff prepared. I mean, you saw his armor.
You can just ask him. You want me to send?
Yeah,
And Loriza, what about her?
I'm the reason, yeah.
Sure, I'll ask that.
Okay. He says he doesn't have any. Ask Larissa.
Bastard.
Ask Louise.
Larissa says she has 1 vial of holy oil.
Woo.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
Can we yoink it?
She says if you pay her 500. No, I'm just kidding. She's not. She says, yeah, and then you sort of like meet her halfway through the dock, and she hands it to you.
We did
Perfect.
it. Like,
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna get back to watching Sarah. Good luck on your trip.
Yeah. Wait,
did
so
it, boys.
holy oil,
We
you put it on a
found the oil.
weapon, so I would assume we give it to Carvin.
Okay, yeah. Yes, that makes sense.
Okay.
does what you got ages ago? What was it? The something live stealer?
The
Still have-
9 live stealer short sword?
Yeah. What does that do to undead?
The player voice replaces Carbon's voice to say that if I get a crit, I kill something if it has less than 100 hit points.
Also, nothing special against undead. Yeah, just hit them with that. I mean, they're already dead.
Yeah, I mean, if I roll a natural 20 on my attack, they die unless they have more than 100
Yeah.
hit points. And then I have the long sword of wounding, which will hurt them.
Really?
I mean, I can
Don't
deal
say-
what is it, 1d4 necrotic on
Ooh.
Yeah.
feats. Yeah, for each time I've wounded it.
Don't they don't get hurt with necrotic?
Are they immune or are they resistant?
You guys are gonna have to find out.
If anything, I think
Hey,
they're resistant.
they're my favorite enemy. Are they
Yeah.
immune or resistant?
Some are, some aren't.
Okay, so it just depends. My response is it depends. But between Aaron and I, if we both dip our weapons in that, it should be a
Yeah.
good time.
So the thing that you have, it has 3 uses on it. After 3 uses, you'll have expended all the oil.
So how do uses work? Is it's like I hit once and it's gone, or
No, you get it for it. It's gonna be on, like, if you put it on an arrow. So for 1 application for arrows, you'd probably get like 10 arrows out of it. On your sword, you have that application for probably 15 minutes before
Okay.
it dries up and it doesn't have an effect anymore.
Okay.
mean-
But you don't know how much damage it'll do because, yeah. But I promise you, it'll help.
Can we use one bottle on 2 weapons, or just one bottle on 1 weapon?
So you have 3 uses. So you can do one bottle could be on 3 different weapons, or one bottle can be on 1 weapon 3 different times.
You
Okay.
know, if we get the golden chalice, it can be unlimited weapons.
Very true.
She ain't wrong though.
That would delay us.
Yeah.
Unless we decide to just skip the banding.
No.
Aaron wouldn't level up if we do the chalice.
Because we have to
character.
kill.
Yeah.
We have to kill
Yeah,
things.
because you guys have to kill stuff to get experience.
Uh,
Because he's going off of non-milestone. He's going off experience based. He gets an 8th out of whatever you guys get.
So we're like an XP share. We just kind of drag them
maybe
along.
someday we'll get the golden chalice.
I know. I felt yeah.
Not today.
Yeah, maybe someday something won't come up.
Crying on the.
Trust me, no one cries more than me.
But
No,
I
it's
just wanna
actually-
get
it's
revenge.
It's been nice. I've had it prepared for so long, so it's just been sitting in my notes, so I don't have to worry about it.
Alright, let's fuck up some bandits.
And I will say, the session you guys do, the golden chalice, is gonna be such a nice day for me because I'm gonna be like, I didn't have to plan shit today. It'd be so nice. So, you guys get aboard your ship, and you guys are heading where?
Bandicamp.
Bandit.
Okay. And as you guys take
Boys.
off, that's where we're gonna end the session because that's my mom's birthday, and I probably should go upstairs.
And you didn't plan for bandits today.
And yeah, and we're 8 minutes early, but I think that's a pretty good spot to end it on.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But yeah, I gotta go upstairs and deal with relatives, but we love you all a very long time. If you have any questions, message me at some point during the week, and have a good week, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.
Have a good one.
See ya.
See, I need to check. Carbon. What infusions did I give you? It's weapon and armor, right?
I think it's just armor.
Just armor? I need to
Yeah, I
check how many
just have
infusions-
the +1 armor.
Ninth level, so I can use. Yeah. Damn, I was gonna give Aaron the armor, but I can only have 3 things enchanted at once.
He has a much higher armor class than me.
Ah, never mind then. We'll be okay. We just don't put him in the front line. Probably should. Hmm.
I need to
Nana,
be the
Nana
first
has more
20.
than her girlfriend. I don't know what more she wants.
I want 20.
We should during the 4 days travel to Murfield. We should probably teach him how to like do ranged combat. I can probably help out with that as well, Carbon.
Yeah. How much XP is a commoner worth? Can we just like go around pillaging places to level?
We're not becoming infamous.
We become murder hobos because we need to train our baby.
It's like when you have max level friends in like an MMO game, and like you just started, and they're like, "Yeah, don't worry, we'll give you XP share." Yeah, come on, join us in like the top level dungeon. It's fine, you'll get XP.
Look, just stay behind us. It'll be okay.
Yeah. Oh, what's over here? Dies immediately. No.
It's fine. I have this whatever value diamond to revive you.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Do we have any resurrection spells? Just
I
in,
do.
just these. Feel
I
like we
also
should
have
never
the
be-
healing kit.
But then, what if he's killed outright?
Then I have 2 diamonds.
That's what the
Well,
diamonds are for.
fine.
Yeah.
then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. Brilliant. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, and I can polymorph him so he has a ton of health.
Just every time he's like in combat, it's like, oh no, Aaron, teabag.